The following videos were recorded by the Kentner family from about 1951, when their first daughter Cynthia was about 2 years old, to 1977, when only their two youngest daughters remained in the home. These films covered 26 years of holidays, family parties, vacations, and special events. These films include the only known existing footage of Ray and Cora Kentner, Claude and Myrtle Allbee, Fred and Pearl Lux, and many other family members who have passed on. These are a family treasure. These events were recorded on 8mm film, which records at only 16 frames per second and has no audio. The film has been cleaned, digitized, color corrected, speed corrected, stabilized, and modified so that it appears as smooth and crisp as possible with today's technology. The originals are in the possession of Nora Jackman or Brad Jackman. In December of 2020, an audio track was created to accompany these videos. It was recorded on two separate occasions. The first was with Nora Jackman and Denice Baldry. The second session included Nora, Denice, and Claudine Burke. These three Kentner daughters provided valuable memories that identified the people and events in the video. The original videos that these sisters watched were not in chronological order, but we have rearranged the clips to be as close to chronological as we can determine. Because you will see the clips in a different order, the conversations sometimes jump around. Regardless of the faults, we hope you enjoyed jumping back in time and joining the Dean and Bernice Kentner family in their early years.
That must be Santa's cookie and milk. Look at the ugly tree. I mean, honestly, that's not very cute. But, oh, wow, and the chairs, wow.
Now that would be called stressed. That's a nice stressed chair. And that would be selling
Santa
for big
came.
bucks. There's the rocking
Oh, and a
horse.
dollhouse, wow.
Cold
What?
heater.
What's going on?
Why are you giving me presents today?
Pretty curly hair. I wonder if it's because your hair was always tied up in... Those are pin curls she's got in.
Oh, my mom did her hair all the time.
Yeah.
When she got to me, it was braids. You do the braids
Yeah.
all week long until Sunday came. Then you did your nice hair, and then...
I think that's what Mom did her hair in pin curls, too. I think that was just the way you did it. Since he's enjoying it, I think that was actually Jim's present. Maybe it wasn't. That's a pretty fancy dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I have no remembrance. That dollhouse did not make it to when we were kids.
No. Mom always did up Christmas, even though they didn't have a lot of money.
She always,
Found a way.
I mean, even if she wrapped up a comb or in a brush or like that Santa decoration, I don't remember that. These are all pre-1960.
Yeah. Pre-1955, that's when I was born. Jim was born 51, 52.
Oh, yeah, 49 and 52 and you 55.
Mm-hmm. But he was born in July and I was born in December, so he's 3.5 years older than me.
Mom and Cynthia. Cynthia was sort of a mini mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mom always did pick sort of autumny colors.
Yeah, look at that shirt she's got on.
And that wall she painted with the bright orange red.
Mm-hmm. And even the cover on her couch. Oh, it's moody.
Okay, this is Cynthia being a nurse for Mom. Pretend. What'd you put in her mouth? I don't know what it was. Oh, she's looking in her ear.
Oh, she's looking in her ear. That's cute. How cute is that? Yeah.
So, Mom's yawning.
Oh.
I don't know why they're doing this. This is funny.
I have never seen this video before. How funny is that?
Cynthia's taking her pulse.
Oh, yeah. She's holding her hand. She must have gone to the doctor or something.
Jim.
Yeah.
Give the baby bath in the sink. I remember that.
Yeah.
This
I
is-
used to give my babies baths in the sink a lot.
Me too. This is obviously not in our old house, I don't think. No, they didn't live in...
They lived in the trailer house still, didn't they?
I don't think it was a trailer. No. Not when Jim was... I don't think that's a trailer.
Because they had a little trailer house that sat
I
behind
think that was
Grandma
when-
and Grandpa's house.
When Cynthia was a baby.
Oh, okay.
This is probably that one. Oh!
She's in the sink?
She doesn't look very happy.
It's like, I don't want to take my bath. That's funny.
Oh, there
That'd
she
be kind
goes.
of hard to wash your legs and everything in there.
Well, Dad told stories, him getting his bath every Saturday in the wash tub that they sat in the kitchen.
Mm.
There's Dad feeding
Well, look
Jim.
at that young version of Dad, huh?
What is... Yeah. Mom was obviously taking pictures on that.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little Jim. He's pretty
Mhm.
old for eating an apple. I mean, he's pretty young for eating an apple.
Cutting his teeth on it. It's like, I'm not so sure I like this. You know, they thought they were only going to have 2 kids.
Yep, boy and a girl had
Yeah.
the perfect family. See, that's not 6th Street. Yeah, that's some other house. It must be 4th Street. They talked about some house they lived on 4th Street.
They're definitely
Oh,
older.
you know what? Yeah, that might be 6th Street.
I wonder if that little person was me.
I think
If that's
Cynthia
Jim
and
that walked around.
That
He was
was Jim.
taller. Wasn't he? And look at the cute dog.
That
They had a
looks like
dog once
Cynthia.
upon a time.
There's Jim as a baby again.
Wow.
Look how big those pants are. But Levi's.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. A rocking chair. Looks like a nice one, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Somebody's birthday. Maybe Cynthia's.
Mom used to decorate cakes.
Wonder what that thing is sitting in front of her.
Looks almost like a gingerbread cake.
Oh, it's a box. Oh, it's a...
music box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and Jim walked by. They always did pictures of the food.
Yeah, that's right. We're a food family. Very much food.
Cynthia doesn't look extremely happy. And you notice they're not squinting like they used to every time.
That's true.
It says Cynthia on it.
Yeah, that's why we can't see the pictures very clear. They didn't have a light bulb or something. Is that?
Bad out of focus.
Yeah.
Mom and Jim. And it's so interesting through these. Mom always thought of herself as so fat.
I was just looking at her thinking about tiny shoes. Mm-hmm.
Jim and... Okay, who's that? Must be Nate. No? That's a relative of some sort.
Is that Lorraine?
I can't...
Dawn?
Maybe it is Lorraine. Maybe it's Jack and...
The Hubbells?
Yeah. Hey, who is
Because I
that?
don't know who that is.
No,
unless
I bet you it's a
Lorraine's-
family friend. That's probably what it is. Because those don't look like... That doesn't look like Aunt Lorraine. They had some good friends.
You got good eyes if you can tell if that's Aunt Lorraine or not. It's like, wow.
Doesn't look like her from... That's not our relative, that boy. Cynthia likes him.
Yeah?
I remember that high chair thing. There's Cynthia and their dog. Spike, that was his name.
Oh.
Old-fashioned toys. And the chair, the old-fashioned stuff.
Rocking horse, the old rocking horse.
Did we have that when we were little? Remnants of it?
I don't remember. I just remember the spring horse. Remember the spring horses.
Jim's having a good time.
Yeah, he is.
Gonna knock his teeth on
Is
that.
that a spring horse?
It looks like it's some
looks
kind of
like a
spring-loaded.
spring horse because if it was a regular rocker, well, I don't know. Look at it. It's hard to tell.
Maybe somebody's rocking it that we can't see. And the old wallpaper.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jim talks about that rocking horse. Mom always had Cynthia's hair all done up nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I don't remember that house in the background. I don't know where they are. It's Dad backing out.
Is that the not Murky's, the people who live across the street?
I don't think so. That is a huge house. They did not have a house like that. No, that's a business or something.
Oh.
There's Cynthia and Mom. I bet you they're at Holdridge for something. Probably Easter. Walking down the sidewalk.
Well, if that's Jim, then is that me? No, dark hair.
That's me, I think.
Yeah, it does look like you.
There's Cynthia. And Jim, maybe it's you though, because that wouldn't be.
There's Cynthia and Jim. Oh,
Some
maybe
baby.
that's me with you.
No, that's Cynthia.
Oh, you sure? Because Cynthia was a lot bigger just a minute ago.
Well, I know, but they mix things up.
Oh.
That's Jim, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
does look
Jim.
Jim.
Haha.
Cute baby boy.
Cynthia and Jim. I know we're supposed to be talking, but there's not much to say.
Look at the ball. The ball is red and white and blue.
That's the ball we have today. Oh, Dad, you rarely see this, and
Oh, is he
with
acting
a stocking.
like he's...
Oh, that's not cute.
That's creepy.
That's where Kyle gets it from. There's Spike as a puppy, I guess.
Oh.
Look at Mom's shoes. Those would be very popular in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
They had Spike for quite a while.
And after that, we never had another dog.
Till Roxy came along. Cynthia and Ball. This is a different
This is before
house.
Jim, I think. Because she's
Oh,
a
there's
little
Dad.
teeny there. It's like, please don't film me.
Who's that?
Somebody creeping
Dark
into the
hair.
house.
Sister Chambers, maybe?
Ah, how could you even tell that's look?
That's the beautiful Nebraska skyline. Jim playing.
Learning how to crawl.
Just like it. Oh, there it goes. Look at those skinny little legs. It's getting it.
Can sit up on his own.
Cynthia in a daze. See, I remember that table.
I was just looking at the table and the chairs. That old yellow. The yellow chairs.
Yeah.
Wasn't the table yellow too?
And
You
the
can't
little black
sit there.
baby. We had that black baby for a long time.
Uh-huh.
All her baby dolls. See, Mom and Dad were not racist. They bought their baby girl
Mhm.
a black baby. Yeah. Cynthia and
Cynthia?
somebody.
Their neighbors are
Dad.
friends again.
Yeah. They're doing some kind of concoction. That's unusual to see Dad in the kitchen.
Maybe that's why she microwaved
Mom.
filmed it. It's got a barbecue sauce.
Maybe.
Must be making something.
Jim as a baby. Look at that seat.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about old school. This is pre-car seat days. It's Christmas.
Same Christmas tree.
July, August, September, October, November. So Jim was 5 months old here. Dad. All dressed up. I don't think he got dressed up that much before he joined the church, and at least that's my. He must not even be 1 year old yet.
No. Looks like 6 months, not even 6 months.
I kind of remember that toy. Like, we must have had that toy a long time because.
We didn't throw anything away if we didn't have to.
Did Mom make that happen?
Probably.
Probably.
It's like, well, this was supposed to go in toilet paper, but
She did make those toilet paper girls.
it looks sort of like one of those golfing things, that
Yeah.
they.
Uh-huh.
Mom's probably on the other side going, stop making fun of my crochet.
Mm.
Cute little baby Jim.
Boy, how life flies by.
Look at those carpets and stuff.
No, wow.
And the
And the
florals
drapes.
on,
and
yeah, the floor. Oh, there she is in her dancing.
Man, she
That's
really liked to dance. She has music inside.
Yeah. I'm a little teapot. Oh, Mom's doing it with her.
Oh, that's why.
So this is before the Mrs. America pageant.
I wish we had video of that.
So when I see Dad like this, it reminds me of Gavin a little bit, probably because Gavin's tall and lanky, and I don't know. His face doesn't look like Gavin's.
There's Cynthia in one of her, probably the real look. There's a
This
pressure
is a
canner,
regular
looks
day.
like. What is that?
I don't know. I was gonna say it looks like a banana with a head on it. Yeah.
It must have been a full moon. Ah, Jim learning how to go potty. I'm sure Jim would like this one to be lost.
Everything's covered. You can't see a thing.
Happy baby. No curly hair.
Mm-mm.
Actually quite light haired.
Yeah.
What is she drinking? The milk jug? With the old radio behind him? I think that's a ham radio.
Grandpa loved ham radios. Remember that?
Somebody's one. Must be Jim. Yep. This is before they did their smash cake professional pictures things. Boy, do I remember that table. I wonder how much that cost them.
I don't know, but if you tried to buy a replica of that now, it'd be major.
Oh,
money.
and they have them too. I went to a house, somebody had one. Oh, theirs was green. You can tell it's pre-church days for Mom.
Yeah.
See how tidy Jim is.
He's like, I don't like these dirty hands.
I got a riding horse. Oh, and he's walking now.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty young to be walking one, and he's really steady on his feet
He
too.
is. Oh,
Mom with the puppets.
puppets. I remember Mom doing puppet shows.
Cynthia doesn't know what to think. I don't know what house that is. That must be not North Platte. One we remember.
With the cameras on.
Is that a mural on the wall?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Mom painted murals everywhere she lived.
Those birds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the thing. I remember going to Roman's house and she had painted murals in their walls. Uncle Dallas used to paint murals all over in their house. That's the Jackman side of the family, not.
So I figured. I didn't know any Uncle Dallases on our side.
Look at the use of guns.
Yeah.
And now today that would be, how terrible.
Child abuse.
Mom really was a show person.
Oh, did you see Cynthia peeked behind the chair? Like, now they figured out who it is. It's Mom. Look at how young she is there.
I can see Christina in her face.
That little upturned nose.
Yeah. Do you see Dad goes, man, Cynthia got a ball.
It's like, I'm
Like
gonna
wrap it back
up.
She didn't like the ball, I guess.
Present, not mine.
There's that person again. That was some kind of friends. I know they got together and played cards with some people.
Look at that little teeny room for that kitchen.
Sort of bright.
Cute little kiddos.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
Whew.
This maybe just another one when he was sick.
Maybe it's because he had time off, and so then it's like your body says, oh, I can be sick now. Have time off.
I wonder what his waist size was.
Not big.
28 or something.
Cute little guy. Here's that tree you left so much.
Oh, yeah. I remember that tree topper. I think we threw it out when Jim brought all the stuff here. It was sort of broken.
Mom even acts like a Miss America right there.
Mm-hmm.
The way she sits and.
If you're looking at Christmas cards,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas cards was a big deal back then.
It was huge.
It'll be interesting to see what our parents look. Oh, she did
Oh, there's
Christmas
her cookies.
even then.
Yep.
Oh my word, we used to spend hours doing Christmas
But
cookies.
those
aren't
were the
Those aren't those.
Yeah.
But still, those Santas look pretty.
Yeah.
She did them, so they were fantastic, Brad. And we would take them out, and they were works of art.
When I first did them when we were married, when I was married, Carrie's mom would go, Why do you put so much work into those? Because we just eat them. Because that's what my mom used to do.
That's so good. They're frozen.
Frozen, they're good.
Uh-huh.
I don't like sugar cookies with frosting, but when you freeze them, it does something to the...
It's like a train set and a drum and a puppet show.
Puppet show.
It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And a doll.
Cookware. A doll.
I remember Mom saying that they would put their Christmas on credit card, Monkey Wards or whatever, and then they would take them almost all year to pay it off. And I'm thinking, wow, Christmas was a big deal to her.
Say that's a lot of gifts.
Well, they were never big things because they did not have a lot of money.
Mm-mm.
But they were.
Like, here's a new pair of socks, you know. It wasn't, yeah.
Here's some monkey grease. I remember when Jim got that for Christmas. Remember what monkey grease is? It's the hair.
A hair thing.
He's so happy, whatever that is, a coloring book.
She always made every holiday fun. It was a big
That's
deal to her.
that's
I
a
know. That's a lot.
Coat and a dolly.
And remember what Dad always used to say, whatever Bernice wants, Bernice gets.
Every Christmas was the smallest Christmas ever. And it was tongue-in-cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
An ironing board. Is that a little kid one?
Looks big.
What's all that, like a bed almost? It looks like, oh, that's clothes laid out, what they got.
Yeah.
2 brooms.
Some brooms.
There's Aunt Pat. And Louise and Grandma Kentner and Nadine. And that's Louise's husband. Can't remember his name right now. Hilton. I don't know who that is.
Is that Shirley?
I don't know. Doesn't look familiar. Cynthia's hair should have, and that's a must be cousin. Who would be Cynthia's age? Oh, I bet you it's neighbors, because Dad was a baseball player for a while.
He did. He liked baseball.
That's Miss Hilton, Louise's husband. Grandma Kentner. Cora Emily. There's Aunt Louise and her husband. Grandma and Nadine and Jim and Pat and Cynthia. We're waiting to get Mom get in the key, get in the house. See, this is a house I don't remember.
I remember, if it's the same one, the kitchen is right there. Because I remember walking in there and seeing Grandma cooking in that kitchen.
Yeah, I don't remember that house at all. That was before me. Boy, that was a hard car to get into.
Yeah, they didn't used to have all didn't have rear doors.
Looks like a relatively new car too. Looks sort of like a VW Bug.
Mm-hmm.
Pre. It must be Holdridge. They all went to go see something.
Oh, little train, have fun.
There's Cynthia and her doll. That looks just like what Cynthia would do today.
Yeah.
Smile and be pretty. This must be the city park or something. That's it. Oh, that's Aunt Louise and Mom and Wayne. I think his name's Wayne Hilton, pushing Cynthia and is that Aunt Pat right next to her, and Nadine. They were young. They were just teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Well, one was from the oldest sibling, right?
Yeah.
That's what the cousin was the same age as the aunt.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat and Nadine were.
Pat was the aunt and Nadine was the cousin. Oh, her niece.
Yeah, no, that's her daughter. Nadine was Louise's daughter.
I know, but so Pat, that was her niece.
Yeah. Cute. This might be at the North Platte River. Remember when we used to go to the river and feed the fish and stuff like that?
All the time we used to.
Pat, in some of the stories that she tells, talks about how even though, I guess Aunt Pat was really popular in school, and that makes sense because she's a very friendly person.
Mm-hmm.
But then she had a boyfriend who was from the right side of the tracks, and all of a sudden she wasn't good enough.
Oh.
And that was the first time she ever felt excluded because of who she was, where she lived. Yeah, Grandma Kentner was very...
You can definitely tell we're related to her.
Why?
We look a lot like her.
Yes, we do.
We really do.
And she's just quiet and slow, and she observed lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know her very well. She died when I was young. Jim. Second birthday. That looks like one of those hand-painted tablecloths that Mom used to do, and Grandma Tufford used to do too.
Oh yeah. I have one here, I think, somewhere.
We had to iron those things.
Yeah.
Those are, ooh, the Leaning Tower of...
A cottage.
Yeah. It's cute though, little animal
cute.
cookies, and Mom was very creative. And there's the pre-nut cup. Get a sucker in a balloon.
Yeah.
I remember having those funny shaped balloons. We used to have those a lot when we were younger. Somebody's presents. Who's two? Must be Jim.
It's got to be Jim.
Little Red Wagon. I sort of remember that way. I don't know if it's the same one, but I remember we had an oldie, moldy wagon when I was a kid. Don't know who that lady is. Look at the zipper in the side of her dress.
Oh.
It's where they got fitted clothes. Who's that? Don't know. Somebody the brand. Oh, I think that's Janet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who was our cousin.
yeah.
And she had 2 kids, didn't she have 2 boys?
She had a girl
Hmm.
that had a crush on Dad. Remember that?
I do not remember that.
When they lived, Dad went to California when he was in the army and lived with them, and their daughter, well, I guess Janet is the one who had a crush on Dad when she was little, and Dad was only 16, 17. So it is Jim's birthday with family members somehow. That anyway, one of those. I wonder who was Janet's mom. Dorothy.
Yeah.
And there's Jim blowing out a candle.
Trying to blow out the
Trying
candle.
to figure it out.
This neighbor over here is going to figure it out. Blow it out for him.
It's like, okay, come on.
There's what I tell you. He's going to join in here. I'll help you.
Skinny Mom was.
I
Look at
know,
how
it
he's
was-
so proud. That's in July because his birthday's in July, so it's probably hot.
Mm-hmm.
They're all waiting for permission to. Everybody look at the camera. I don't know those kids.
That one.
Any of them.
There's Cynthia.
Yeah,
Probably neighborhood kids.
probably. Oh.
Look in the camera.
Interesting. This must have been a newfangled thing, having the 8mm cameras. That's a lot of kids smashed in around one table.
Mm-hmm.
Look how tiny the kitchen is.
It's wall to wall.
We are so spoiled
I was
now.
just saying we could play in our house.
Look at those little Dixie cups too. Like little Sacma cups almost. Don't know who that is. I think that's the baby that one lady was holding. Have to get out the genealogy charts and see if that was truly Janet's. I don't remember who. That's Aunt Pearl. Uncle Fred. They were very devout Catholics.
Mm-hmm. Well, there were one child.
Two
They had
girls.
Kids. One's a nun.
Both 2 girls were nuns.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew they had one. I didn't know they had 2 of them that were nuns.
I'm pretty sure. But they were as proud of her for being a nun as we are of our boys or kids when they go on missions.
Mm-hmm.
Not because somebody couldn't do it.
Now this is the North Platte
I
House.
think that's Uncle Ben.
The relatives. Is that Uncle Ben?
Yeah, Lorraine's husband. Yeah, that's Jack and Cynthia. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that
Oh, and
one's
there's
Don.
Uncle Don.
But she
It's
worked.
been so long since I've seen Uncle Don. He looks so young, man.
He probably was. Well, he never did get married, but he probably was only.
How old was he when he died? I can't.
I know it was 1976-ish when he died.
It was right after I got married. It wasn't very long after I got married.
And there's Mom laying down. Bet you she's pregnant.
Dad scans your body. Woo!
carpet and the. But I think this is at Uncle Ben's house because Ben never went anywhere.
That's
Jim
Jim.
as a baby.
You can tell that's Jim. Cute little boy. Cute.
Grandma Tufford.
There's Grandma.
Grandma.
She always laughed.
Maybe it's at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Maybe it is. That might be.
It might be. It's been so long since I was there.
Aunt Lorraine. I think I actually look a lot like her.
I think it is at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Yeah, it is.
Thing I remember most about their house was the cave downstairs.
Oh, I remember the attic, the secret attic.
Yeah.
Remember the secret attic?
Yeah, we go find all of Grandpa's stash.
Oh, yeah. You go sneak around up there and all their things.
What is Grandma doing?
She's holding something in her mouth. What are we doing?
Oh, maybe.
Unrolling a fabric or something?
Okay.
We're fixing the car. Dad did not fix cars.
Mm-mm. Well, he was there.
I guess he was.
Looking all manly.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Maybe he couldn't, and he said, "Never again."
Never ever saw Dad in a blue jean jacket. There he
Oh,
was.
yeah, that's
blue
true.
jean jacket.
But to him, blue jeans was working man's clothes,
Mhm.
poor people's clothes. Jim.
Cute little, isn't he a cute little boy? He's cute.
He did a good job getting up there.
I'm all proud. Look what I did.
I love the space in that room. It's like 6 inches for space.
But we fit. Look how happy they are.
Yeah.
Look at the blue wall. She had a blue wall. Wow.
Long before blue walls were the thing.
Yep, Mom did everything before her time.
Let's watch him choke.
Yeah.
He's using that spoon pretty good.
And he's left-handed, so he's got it in his right hand.
That's true.
And he's
And that's
eating
it.
with his left.
So much easier.
It's so much easier this way.
No glasses.
And
yet. I
she's
wonder if that's why
scowling.
she's squinting. Because she doesn't have glasses.
And it's Halloween.
Must be-
It's Halloween. The days of all those masks where they were
There
just
you
the-
are, isn't that you?
That's Cynthia.
Oh, that's Cynthia.
And that's Jim.
That's cute. That's cute.
The gypsies.
Mom always had the most creative costume she made for us.
I don't know who those kids are.
His face.
It is pretty funny.
He's like,
It's
what?
like, I don't know.
What are we doing?
What are we doing now?
He's sort of blondie almost.
His
Little
cute
chubby
little
legs.
dirty knees. He's been crawling around everywhere.
And we only took a bath once a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Saturday
a week.
night.
Every Saturday night.
Need it or not.
No wonder I had problems with perspiration.
And we didn't have showers. It was just a tub.
Yeah.
No. Oh, we
Oh, head over.
Like
Dad-
if I get
Oh,
off-
there it goes.
There you go. They shut off the camera.
Yeah.
Quick.
Cynthia's helping him. Oh no, she's on there.
Oh, he's crying from falling off the thing, probably.
Oh, he's gonna walk. Maybe.
No. I'm done. Oh, there you go. Good job.
It's like trying to let go. Got the death grip on my finger. He's like, why do you keep doing this? I don't like this position.
That's what God keeps doing to us.
That's right.
fell
No,
in,
you
just
are
get
going
up.
to do this.
You'll like it, I promise.
I'm going back to bed. No, you're not.
Oh, cute smile.
Pretty little girl.
Oh, she took dancing classes.
Look at that fancy hairdo she had.
So those are Kentner. That's Grandma Kentner.
That's
Yeah.
Grandma Kentner.
That's Pat
Yeah.
and Mom. And is that Grandpa Kentner?
I
Is it?
think that's Grandpa Kentner.
No, that's
That's
Grandpa.
Grandpa Kentner.
Oh, look at that farmer tan. I don't know
Who is
I
that?
think it's the light, the glare off the light.
That's a relative.
Probably,
I don't know who
Doesn't
that
look like-
is.
but he looks old.
It must be Grandpa Kentner's brother or something. Does he
Maybe.
have a brother?
He does, but I don't know that they were friendly. That's Louise, must have been Louise's husband at the time. I do not know that lady. That lady must be the husband. That,
couple.
yeah.
Oh, maybe.
It must be a.
Must be a
well,
relative.
There's Pat and who's
That's
Shirley.
That's Shirley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does.
And Pat says Shirley was always the beautiful one. Everyone thought Shirley was the beautiful
Oh.
child.
Where was your
Which is funny because I think they all look very much alike.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Drinking
drinking
out
Oh,
of
we
the
used
faucet.
to do that all the time. Do you remember that?
It's Nadine
We did that all the time.
when she got caught. That's Dorothy.
She's pretty darn cute.
Love the little apron, the lace. Cute little lacy apron.
The old. Let's see,
Remember
Dorothy
how Dad
Mom.
used to say, walk towards the
Yeah.
camera?
Who is that with, Mom?
Dorothy,
And that's.
and that's probably her husband. That one that they had the place where we got the jukebox from.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Can't think of the
Love
name.
that jukebox.
It's
Have a
probably
restaurant?
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
Is
they
that
have a
the
bar? Like
It
they
was a
had
They had a
restaurant
bar.
next to a bar.
Yeah.
It's like one of those small town places. That's Sister Marie Frederick.
Yep.
That's Aunt Pearl's daughter, Uncle Fred's
Oh,
daughter.
there's Uncle Fred. Aunt Pearl.
This is like a big family party.
Well, I think this is a different time.
Oh.
Jim and Cynth. Aunt Pearl, do you remember before she'd come, Mom would say, "Quick, Aunt Pearl's coming over. Everybody clean." Do you remember that?
She said that all the time.
Because she'd go around looking for dust and say, "Oh my."
Did she really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Obviously, it doesn't matter to me because I didn't care.
And we had that rocking chair of theirs for a long time. We'd stand on the I don't know what you call them, the back of the rocking chair, the things that they rock on.
Oh yeah.
We'd stand on those while somebody was rocking.
Oh.
Ooh, Aunt Pearl saw that once and she was mad. She was only letting us use it. It's Baby Jim, yes. They must have come over to see Baby Jim. But they lived in North Platte.
Mhm.
And Aunt
What
Pearl.
did Uncle Fred do for a job?
I don't know. I wonder if he worked for the railroad.
Well, speaking of, there's
Yeah.
There's the. That's a good segue, Nora.
That's right.
Didn't even know it
the
was coming.
circus came to town.
Barnum and Bailey.
Ringling Brothers. That had to have been a big event.
If I remember correctly, Dad got free tickets from working at the railroad to go. So we got to go to the circus. Do you remember that?
I don't remember it very
I remember being so excited because they couldn't buy him, but they got some free ones because he had in charge of the labor union or whatever, and so there was free tickets.
Dad was good at getting free tickets to everything.
much.
He
And
continued
he-
to do that
He
with
was
his
good
job.
at getting things that were out of the norm. Like he was the one that instituted the union doing family picnics instead of having their normal beer parties.
But once he moved,
Yeah, they
they
went
all
back
went
to it.
Yeah.
to the dinner parties.
Okay.
What is that thing?
A hippo.
Oh, hippo.
Oh, in one of these, there's a lion that pees.
There's something that
Something
looks
that
like a
pees
tiger.
on you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
there's one
the
that
one
turns
that's
around
sprayed
and
on-
shows himself to mom.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
This one,
Oh,
I
there
think.
he goes.
We'll see if he
Oh,
turns
oh
around and
boy.
sprays her.
Oh.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Go wipe off the camera.
Yeah. That's like really
That-
close in the
Cynthia?
zoo.
Yeah, Cynthia. Those
That's
are
amazing.
elephants.
That's
are
like the
dangerous.
elephants get
Yeah.
mad.
Like they never let you now.
It's like those people who go sit their kid on the buffaloes and stuff.
Go over and look at all the elephants from the
Go,
circus.
go touch their trunk. Let's.
That's a lot of
That
elephants.
is a lot of elephants.
Wow, that is
That's like
crazy.
That's like more than you'd see in the wild right there. Maybe that's all they had was one hippo and all those elephants.
And a tiger that spit at everyone.
Huh?
That was back in the day when people really did run away to join the circus. Obviously, I wasn't around then. That's Jim's little tiny guy. Cynthia reminds me of someone. I see Jim running around. He reminds me of Kyle's boy, Bryce.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I totally. Because Bryce looks different than the other ones.
Look at those braids that they braid and then wrap around their head.
They'd also keep them that
That's
way. for
Grandma
4 or 5
Roberta
days.
Tufford. Well, take a bath once a week.
Yeah. Lots of hairspray.
Who is that? I do not know who that's. Oh, that's great grandma and grandpa.
Wow.
Vermilion?
Oh,
No,
it looks like a wedding
Allbee,
anniversary or
Allbee.
something.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you remember when we went to go visit him?
Grandpa, but yeah.
Yeah, and I remember sitting at this long table and we all ate dinner there with him. And I think he had liver. I remember something about that.
Might have. Who's that? Ah!
Wasn't that one of our cousins?
Oh, do you know that might be? Oh. Well, Cynthia and Jim are one of the. Well, no, maybe not. Shirley had adopted kids, Sherry and Sean, but I
Maybe
think they were
that's-
younger than Cynthia and Jim. There's Grandpa.
Is that
Tufford.
Grandpa Tufford?
Yeah.
Look at Jim's little belly hanging out.
Hi, Grandpa.
And somebody else. I don't know who that lady is.
Pointing at him. Eh.
And that is Uncle Evan.
Who is Uncle Evan? I don't even remember.
And
Grandma
it's
Tufford's
Grandma
brother.
Tufford's brother.
Oh, wow.
She'd talk about him all the time.
So maybe that kid was Uncle Evan's child.
Oh, maybe.
Pretty old to have a child that age, though.
Oh,
Maybe
hang on
grandchild.
tight. Don't let go.
That must be the Missionaries, you suppose?
Well, it's at Grandpa Tufford's. I bet you it's a cousin or something. Look, Grandpa's a cigarette hanging out of his
I
mouth.
know.
Cigarettes
Were the thing
thing
back
everybody
then.
smoked then. No one knew it was
Yeah.
bad for you too much.
You'd never know that she spent so many years in a
Institution.
institution. And she probably just had depression or something.
Yeah, in today's world, she wouldn't have been in some place.
Mom
this-
always told me it was because after they did a hysterectomy on and gave her the right medication, she was able to come out
Mm.
of the institution.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Well, could be. I mean, I've never heard that, but it's obviously Tuffords and Allbees. Don't know who that is. Grandpa Tufford, and I don't know who
It's
that
like a
is.
status
that's Grandpa
thing.
Allbee.
To have a cigarette hanging there. Just have my cigarette hanging here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Grandpa Allbee was a engineer.
Is that going into California? Is that what that looked like going through the?
It was the, I think it was the Denver Rio Grande.
For you, it's,
Southern,
for you, it's $1,500.
from Colorado down to.
Because
I
Grandpa
don't remember.
Allbee had that train.
Mhm.
I remember Dad always talking about that.
Grandma was heavier there than I remember
I
her
was
being.
gonna see. That's who I inherited my metabolism from right
Mhm.
there.
There was. I don't think that's the train he normally ran. I think he ran a real train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think later on in life, he
Yeah.
That's
did
what.
the toy
Yeah.
train thing.
After he retired, I think it was, wasn't it?
So that must be like Alamosa, Colorado or something. That's where he lived for a while. Inspiration Point. Oh,
Wow, we're gonna go up there?
it is pretty country.
Mm.
But I bet you that thrilled Mom to look down at all.
I bet, and there's the ride.
Whoa.
We're taking pictures.
She's probably got the camera. No, up too high.
Oh, I would be petrified. Look at that thing. Oh my word. I would not go on that ride.
She's probably not on it, I bet you. Let's see.
Probably Dad. It is pretty high up there. I do remember getting on one of those things where you go up a mountaintop like a ski lift type
I
of thing.
remember going on one at Bridalveil Falls, but I don't remember.
Yeah, and I don't. That has to. Maybe that was it. I just remember it was sort of scary. But you could probably figure out what that was.
Might even be around today still.
1965. Well, probably. No, this was. I don't think I was around.
I wasn't born
No,
yet, so
Because
that's
Denise
yeah.
wasn't even there.
So I was born in 55.
So the
Jim was born-
1950s, some kind of gondola ride in southern Colorado.
Right close to Inspiration Point.
Yeah. The
Maybe
inspiration was
we
this
don't
is-
want to Google that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were fascinated by it, whatever it is.
He had
Don't know what that is.
power to his dryer.
Power lines?
It looks like power lines with
That's a
that.
bridge.
Still in town.
Oh,
Oh, going across that? Oh,
ooh, that'd be scary.
Grandma Allbee doesn't look fazed by it.
There's Grandpa.
You know, that's some people I haven't thought about in a long
Get
time.
thin,
Grandma and Grandpa
you
Allbee.
get thin 30
They were
ounce.
only our great grandparents, so it's, I mean,
Yeah.
they're not that far distant.
Stacks, which
My mom was skinny, and she just I always thought she was fat.
well, what I'm talking is he had a dryer there before.
Comes the little train. Is that the
That's
little
the
train or
real
is that a
train.
real one?
That looks like a real one. Look at the person over there.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with.
Dad said when he first started out, he needed a job, and he applied at the equivalent of PG&E. I don't know what it was called then, but in Nebraska or Colorado, wherever he was, Wyoming. He applied at the electric company. He applied for the railroad, and he said whatever one offered him a job first would he take, and he got the railroad job first.
Stuck with it for a long time.
That's what you did back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Stairs or?
Looks like stairs.
That's the gondola track.
Maybe somebody's going down it or something. Who knows?
It's
Figure it out.
Grandma and her
Yeah,
mama.
no idea what
The grandmas are waiting with the kids,
I don't
maybe.
understand some people,
Looks like all the adults are going on the little kiddie train. It's a lot of weight for that train to carry around.
Well, maybe Grandpa wanted to show off his engineering skills. Pony rides.
Hope you don't ever have kids, but what can you do?
Well, I can't really Oh,
Is that
Cynthia.
Cynthia?
And somebody holding, is that Jim? Boy, that's bad. Film.
Picture is like, oh, making your eyes go look crazy.
Geese. Geese are really scary for little kids.
They're scary for adults too.
That's
Is it Easter? I'm thinking holidays. When you get your camera out.
okay, cute.
That's cute. Cute little outfit.
Walk towards me.
You gotta train them when they're young.
On the Easter bunny.
It must be Easter. Look how cute he is.
I'd love to get him all those suits.
That would be hilarious.
The cap and everything. Oh, this is Hubbells. Pat and Hilton showing them the eggs. Is he just trying to eat it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's trying to eat it. It's like, yay! Look at me.
An Easter bonnet.
You always get a new dress at Easter.
We didn't.
It used
did
to
we?
be. I don't know as if
I
we
don't
always
remember
did.
getting one.
Mm-mm.
I remember. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
It's a typical boy thing. I
Oh,
gotta take out the
yeah.
other thing to get the other one in. That's good problem solving skill
It
at
is.
that age.
Boys in their pockets.
How come? There, she's putting them all in there. Bright yellow dress. Wow.
Which is unusual.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like yellow.
Wonder what made her think yellow. She did love orange.
That must be Nadine. Nadine's dog. Do you remember that half house that Louise lived in for forever? The house
Oh,
that
yeah,
didn't
you
have a roof
Go
on it?
down into the basement
Yeah.
thing.
Didn't it have a roof on it?
Well,
Yeah, it's like they started the basement and then they
they lived in the basement to build the top.
and
Oh,
so it was
so
just
it was
a flat
just a-
thing and they never built the top.
Oh. That's kind of weird.
There's one of those over on Fruitland Drive Road. A house.
I don't know who that is.
Underground house.
Looks like Jane Watson, but that can't be her.
Yeah, no, I don't know who is
Oh,
that.
I haven't thought of Jane Watson in years. That was too long ago.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. Maybe that's the Andersons.
Get your finger out of your nose.
Huh. She looks like a nice lady.
It could very well have been Anderson's, because if they were friends, it'd be over there.
Looks like a neighborhood park type of a place. Boy, that boat goes right on past. Oh, it's in real water. That's
Yeah.
sort
Yeah.
of like those cars at Disneyland.
Uh-huh.
Pony ride.
Look, it's real horses.
Yeah.
And food. Yeah.
Oh, those cups. I love those cups. Do you remember those metal cups?
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Oh,
Really, I like it because they made the water feel
Really
so
cold.
But now I don't like cold
Yeah, I
water,
was
so I
gonna
guess
say,
that wouldn't
yeah.
make any difference. The ones I remember, those cups we used to have that were plastic, we'd stick on our finger, our elbows,
Yeah.
make all the sounds when we were in the tub.
Is this another Christmas?
Looks like a
That's a lot of stuff.
tractor. Wow. I don't remember that. Cowboys and
We didn't get much stuff during the year, but we got a lot of stuff at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that still was remnants of that. They got the tractor and that? Wow. They must have hit the big time.
Yeah.
Look at all those presents.
That is a lot of
2 adults and 2 children. Very small children.
But you remember Mom's gifts, how she'd always like. It
She
wasn't
wrapped
like the
everything.
most expensive stuff. It
Yeah.
was
She wrapped up everything. Half
Yeah.
of the fun was unwrapping.
just opening it. Yeah.
Opening it.
Dad was very successful compared to what he grew up in.
Dad enjoyed being able to provide.
Oh, how excited they are.
I remember being so excited for Christmas. It's the one chance you had of getting something you wanted.
And some families wrapped all their gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and our family didn't do that.
With our kids, we always wrapped everything but just Santa's. Things, 1 or 2 things from Santa.
Look up
She's
at the
wearing a
bright
dress
light.
Christmas morning.
Yeah, all dressed up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're clean, their hair's all combed nice.
What is
Oh,
it?
look, I have a cool vest.
Those
Now he has
rugs,
it
or is
on.
that carpet?
What?
You have carpet in that house?
That's a
Those
different
rugs.
house than what we grew up in. We didn't have carpet in the North White House.
Hardwood floors.
Oh, man.
Oh, the handprint.
Grandpa had a red shirt on. He must have liked red.
Grandma Tuffords opening the present.
Remember Grandma Tufford would open everything so carefully, not rip the paper, and she'd save the paper. What is it?
What?
Now we want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we missed that part.
Slow it down. We don't know what you got.
Oh, yes, it is a cuckoo clock.
Yep.
It's
and
not-
I think they had that for a long time.
A long
Well,
time.
we had a cuckoo clock in the back,
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm. Nice warm new jammies.
There we go.
It's a bright orange-red wall. Mom always did things before her time.
Yeah, that is the truth. And they're playing dress up. I don't. Is that Cynthia and Steve?
No, this
I'm
is Cynthia
Cynthia
Jim.
Jim?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't. Is that's
That
Cynthia?
doesn't look like Jim, though.
No, that's Cynthia, but that doesn't look like. No, that's not Jim. Who is that?
Does look like the boy, though. Maybe it's Jim.
I bet you it's a. There's Mom. What are they? Found some stuff. There's Dad and one of his shirts. I think Mom made those shirts.
So did she?
Halloween time. Young Dad. Cynthia. Who is that? Jim.
That's Jim right there.
I can't see good enough. There's Mom.
There's the person.
See, I don't know who that is.
I don't know them.
I know they had Yaeger friends.
Mhm.
Remember the Yaegers? And as soon as they joined the church, the Yaegers quickly.
That looks so familiar. Isn't that
I
the front
think
of the
that
house?
is-
That's our North Platte house.
I
Isn't
think
it?
that's the Yaegers. It probably is.
Yeah, because
they're old
I
enough.
remember that door. I remember it. Maybe it was because I was watching it before I was born.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Mrs. Yaeger. They were sort of. They were very. I remember going to their house a couple times when we were young, and Mom and Dad had by that time brought up the church several times, and they were very cool.
I remember her being a little mean.
Yeah, she was sort of crabby.
Yeah.
There's usually a good reason why people are crabby.
Yeah, well.
There's Dad in another one of his shirts.
Look at the roll of money he's holding up there.
Jim's
No.
got his...
That's because they're being robbed.
Ooh, Uncle
There's
Fred,
Uncle Fred.
Aunt Pearl. Grandma's, I don't know if she's younger sister. There's Mom, wow. Cynthia and Jim.
They're all being very good, sitting there being very fancy.
Pearl and Fred. Aunt Pearl was the one who always had swollen up ankles, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You would always step, oh, it must be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Look at that bird, legs.
A little kind of scrawny bird there. Having grape juice as a...
Oh, those glasses. I remember those metal glasses. Love them.
I love the metal glasses. I didn't see them.
Yeah, these guys. See, there's one. A blue
Oh,
one.
the blue
and
one,
the purple
yes.
and gold.
I went to go buy some. They're expensive.
They are expensive.
Fine.
Dad's all dressed up in a
Tie and everything.
white shirt. Well, they're old enough now to be members of the church, I think, at this age. Because
Well,
they
they
got
joined-
baptized after you. Jim's old enough to be... He's older than
He's-
3 there.
Yeah.
He was 3 when you were born.
He was
so-
4. He was almost 4.
Oh, maybe... That's where he's eating chocolate-covered cherry?
He doesn't like it.
No, I think it was... He ate a chocolate-covered cherry and it filled its mouth. They used to laugh and giggle about that. That must be the picture.
So that's Grandma's sister.
Yeah.
Grandma Tufford's sister.
Grandma Kentner.
Oh, Grandma Cora.
Yeah.
Her sister. Okay.
And they were Catholic.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
there you
pregnant.
are.
There I am.
Oh, wow.
That's the back. It's not a whole
Talk
lot on
about
there,
what
but-
you give your kids for a snack.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
and she's got
The breastbone.
that. Yeah. They're trimming the turkey. At
They're
the end.
enjoying it.
Yeah, they are. And they're not all dressed up, so it must be the next day or something.
Or after Aunt Pearl and Uncle Fred went home.
That's right.
That's Nadine. I think this is a bridal shower or something, and that must be Dwayne Eckhardt. Eckberg, I think was her name. And Cynthia. Oh, I remember that cookie jar. There's Dorothy. And Janet.
I remember always thinking Janet was so pretty.
Is that her name, Janet?
It was a Janet.
Grandma Kentner. Louise. Look how she's all dressed up, Aunt Pat.
And he doesn't have a respect for anybody human, so.
We can tell we looked like that side of the family a lot.
Yeah.
Out of all the girls, Aunt Pat I think, well,
He has no respect
according to
for
Aunt Pat,
himself or for anybody
Shirley
else.
was the popular one, but I think Aunt Pat was sort of popular too. Because she's just got that kind of personality. Mom?
I would have turned around and you are so much more patient than I am.
That must be
Because I would have turned
Shirley's
around
one of the adopted babies.
Obama.
What's Shirley's husband name? I don't remember.
What
Shirley.
happened to those two adopted kids? Because they were
Ooh.
wild.
I don't know if Sherry's still alive or not, but
He's dead.
he died in prison. Well, he went
So
to
is this
prison.
one of those adopted kids? Who's this?
I think it was one of
Oh.
Shirley's babies that they adopted, but Sean, right? Sean.
Yeah.
He, yeah, looks like that's her, his little girl Sherry.
Yeah, and it's just
But,
that
Sean-
Is it drive you nuts?
Actually murdered someone in a
That's
fight
the one you said,
in a back
yeah.
alley somewhere. And
Oh gosh.
then he started feeling guilty and he went and turned himself in, but he killed himself.
In prison.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I must say that if I was going to live the rest of my life in prison, I might do the same thing.
Yeah. If you've already killed somebody, you know, hey.
Hey man, do you want some weed? I need
But it
some
wasn't
money.
that long ago.
Yeah, they sell some weed.
No, it was like 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah.
Wow.
Or something.
Because I saw on Facebook a thing of him going to a baseball game with Nadine's boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Before he went in.
yeah.
So who's what? This is
That's
That's
Aunt
Pat
Pat and
and
Nadine.
Nadine.
They were.
Nadine's wedding, you think?
It looks like graduation.
Yeah.
They were the
looks
same
like it.
grade, I think.
That's true, they graduated together. That's right. And she was the aunt. Aunt Pat, and Nadine was her niece, right?
Mhm, yeah. Yeah, we look a lot like Aunt Pat.
One of them almost killed. One of them, one of them.
Grandma Kentner with, I think that must be Sherry Winkler.
What happened to
I
Sherry?
think you need to go do something.
She still around somewhere?
I don't
We
know
can
if she's
find her.
alive or not. She was sort of handicapped-ish.
That's where I got, that's where I got.
I don't remember if she, I don't remember. Didn't we ask Pat about that? I don't,
Being hit by 4 eagles. By a guy who
Yeah, I
was
think we asked and she didn't know where she was now.
smoking weed on the
I
job.
think she got married and we couldn't find, didn't know
her
the
married
last
name.
name. And, yeah.
And you know, I don't know.
somebody's, that must be Mom and Dad's? I don't know.
I don't know.
I bet you, I
bet
bet you
you
they're in
it's-
Holdridge.
yeah.
Because there's Grandma Kentner.
Secretaries and biologists and engineers
A
that are
hat?
smoking weed on the job.
That's pretty fancy.
They don't do the work.
They didn't have much money, did they?
It's usually in a
Grandpa was over
smoke-filled
there.
room.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Takenaka!
Oh, wow. We went to him for everything.
Yeah. This was a
Okay.
This was
house call.
a house call. No, it's not the hospital,
No,
is it?
that looks like
it
a
the
It looks
hospital?
hospital.
like a hospital bed.
Well, that's a weird hospital.
I mean, it's only been the last 10
Did she
years.
just have a baby?
Must have.
Oh,
yeah.
She just had a baby.
Who was this one? All red pink. Dark
All
hair.
pink. Was it
Must have
Cynthia
been me.
or is it you? Is this in order of?
No, these
No.
are all out of order. She looks so, she's got her makeup on.
I know.
Exactly. She's ready to get
Coming
film
out of the
taken.
hospital.
There's the nurse helping her out the
It's a
door.
liability issue.
That's back when you stayed a long time in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Like 5 days or something.
Didn't they put you out for the birth and then you wake up? Here's your baby.
That would have been nice, I have to say. I would have enjoyed that.
I remember that coat of Mom's. It was
And
blue.
now people choose to have them naturally.
Well, that's, I had 4 of them naturally. That wasn't really my choice, actually.
Do you remember that coat?
I remember that blue
that
coat, blue fur coat. She wore that for a long time.
No, she's getting out. So
It's
instead of, oh, it's in
winter.
there. It must be me.
It's snow, so that
It
would
is
be
snow.
you.
Maybe it's
Maybe it's
Denice.
me. Because that's snowy.
Because it's snowy.
Unless we had a really late
Oh.
March.
Jim,
It must have been me.
it must have
Because
been.
Jim's at the right age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told George, I took him down to the family.
What are you doing?
I said, George, here's two.
Love the high, she comes home in high
High
heels.
heels. Oh, look.
And the other's your number 4.
Grandma Tufford was there.
Cute.
This is when I died on day 3.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
And they revived me. And I did not even know about that until I was 12. And I went over to a friend's house.
Yeah.
And her dad was there and he said, "Oh, you're the little girl we went when and you died as a baby." And I said, "What?"
You're like, what?
So then I went home and Mom said, "Yeah, you choked when you were eating and you quit breathing, you turned blue, and Grandma Tufford filled up the sink with ice cold water
Oh, wow.
and dumped me in it to make me go, and it brought me back."
Wow.
Yep, said, and the Dr. Takenaka told her that she saved your life.
Wow.
Oh, there they
Oh,
are.
I love that.
Breastfeeding.
Look at Jim. You need a
teddy bear.
snapshot of that
Oh my goodness.
one. Oh, funny.
So I'm not really sure how this works, but
They're all doing it.
This must be Christmas.
Christmas right after, came
In the box, they're only
remember those tablecloths.
Mom always had fruit and candy in a big bowl, always.
Cynthia. Everybody had to squint because of that bright light on the
I know.
Is that an electric coffee kettle?
On the 3 wires.
Do they drink much coffee?
Grandpa, not after they were baptized,
And that would have been,
before they were members. Because Mom wouldn't get baptized until after she was not pregnant.
And this voice,
She told me she didn't want to be pregnant and be baptized in the water.
Roberta Tufford, didn't he?
And they always had a coffee stuff around for Grandma and Grandpa. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Oh, that's a cute picture.
Yeah, it is.
Look.
The voice said, Rich, don't do that.
They weren't going to have a third one.
No, I was a surprise.
But you know what? Yeah, you were surprised.
Yeah.
Tinker
And
Toys.
I said, okay.
Everyone always asks me if I was the surprise. I should say no. Denise was the surprise.
I was surprised. They planned you guys. They didn't plan me.
It's funny how Christmas trees have changed over the years. That is ugly tree.
Remember the tinsel?
I
The
remember
tinsel on.
the aluminum tree, the mom.
Uh-huh.
Where they had the color wheel and you
Uh-huh.
watched it turn colors. I remember sitting there and watching that for hours, loving that tree.
I never forgot.
And we used real stockings for the.
Stockings.
I mean,
We'd always try to get Dad's
The biggest one.
Oh, the
army
biggest
stocking.
ones, that's right.
We'd all fight over that one.
'Cause we
I
wanted
get Dad's stocking.
We wanted the most candy, so it would be the biggest stocking.
Baby doll. Imagine how happy Dad. Oh, there's Grandpa in his pajamas. How happy Dad must have been to be able to
Oh, look
buy
at that.
the
Dad
bingo
was
shirt.
seemed to always be sick or tired on Christmas. Do you realize that? I don't know if he worked a lot of night shifts.
Maybe worked overtime.
There was
Well, being Santa's elf makes you a little tired on Christmas morning.
Oh, there's Santa's elf right there.
What are you talking about? He said, I'm the general.
Grandpa was so fun.
Look
Yeah, Dad
at
doesn't
Dad.
look
He
too
looks really tired. I wonder how late they stayed up.
I remember him talking when they'd see this. He was like, "Oh, you were so sick."
All the stuff the transformer.
What is it? I was like
On the
barely
ceiling.
smiling.
I had welded a bracket from the ceiling. Because we didn't have any
more pajamas.
Yeah.
Look at him. Poor jammies.
That orange wall just kills me.
It's very bright.
Must have been talking to her, crying.
There's Wayne, Hilton,
I don't.
there's Mary.
I'm sorry. Walk back in the panel room and here's
Mary didn't come very often, I don't think.
laying on the
They got
ground.
married, went to California, and they were gone.
AC is right there
Mary.
on the
Louise.
Mary.
That's Wayne. That's Louise's husband.
Okay.
And Mom, Cynthia, and then
And
Mary.
where'd Mary
Harold.
go? Oh, Mary and Harold.
Yeah.
transformer hanging in the ceiling still. And I
And
says,
Pat,
George,
Grandma.
can you read?
She looks a lot like her mom.
Or
Harold.
have you been smoking so much frickin' dope?
He was a very
You don't know
handsome
where
guy.
you are.
Uh-huh.
He
We
probably-
always did that.
I know with the chin.
I said, tell me what you see. I said,
They had a couple kids, didn't
I
they?
said, how many
They had
transformers you got?
Teresa.
Just one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the other one up. I said, look
I
what this
called
says.
and
What does
interviewed
this say,
Teresa.
George?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got probably an hour of talking to her.
Wow.
And I said,
Did she have children?
what does that say?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a couple kids.
Do you read before you do
Denise
things?
and Dad
Daughter
would
and
have
boy.
been brand new member of the
You're
church.
telling me,
Yeah.
you telling me marijuana helps you?
Probably
Look,
the day
how
you got
cute.
blessed.
I understand.
Your eyes are open.
North Platte House.
2317 West
Hey, there's
60th.
steps.
Yeah, there are a couple.
There's
Yeah.
Jim.
Do you remember that house at all?
Yeah, a little
Cute
bit.
boy.
Yeah.
About
Little bit I
second
do.
grader.
Look at those old cars. Wow.
Yeah.
Cynthia.
Look at, there's no trees hardly in the neighborhood. That seems
Mom.
weird.
That's fun.
She's pregnant with you, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there I
No,
am.
There you
there you
are.
are.
There I am.
That was a quick birth. Look how cute. You're waving.
What's surprising is Nora and I both had blonde hair when we were little, and Mom and Dad are
That's
both
Vera
very dark.
Combs.
2nd and 10
Is that
from
beer?
Carolina's
Oh,
10,
do you remember
39.
She must have been there to get her hair done or something.
Oh,
Out of Box
maybe.
Beauty Shop. There's Vernon Combs.
Walking in the mist.
I thought she closed the beauty shop after
She
I was
did.
born.
Well, maybe she did, but
Maybe she did
the sign
for
was
other
up
people.
on the house.
Oh, okay.
Mom and
They were
I
on the
bet you it was
10-yard
some
line.
church something.
BYU's 10-yard
Because we
line.
didn't have a garage.
Uh-uh.
There's Dad.
Just finished watching that, or listening.
Must have been when it was in a house. The ward was in a house.
Oh.
Or the branch was in a house.
Before the building was built. That would make sense.
Oh, that would make sense.
Must be
They
it.
got 9 wins, 1 loss.
Must be all the ward member,
I wonder
branch
whose
members.
house that is.
And
It's the church bought it.
Oh, the church bought that house? I
Yeah.
didn't know
last play
that.
of the game, quarterback,
So they just had meetings there is all?
1 yard line.
I
Nobody
think they
lived
bought
there?
it. Maybe they're just
Guy
renting
caught
it.
And didn't fall into the end zone.
Hmm.
So the ball died on the 1 yard
Probably
line.
missionaries. Don't know
So they
who's
lost
who.
by that much.
That's when you went on a mission for like 3.5 years. Wasn't it?
There's Dad and somebody.
No.
No, there's
I love
Lyle.
that. There's Dad and somebody.
Lyle. He's probably the branch president at the time.
Must be a priesthood meeting. I see hardly any women there.
Maybe it's a district meeting. Oh, maybe not. There's a lady.
10 points.
Don't know who that is.
And nothing.
Aw.
There's Denise.
Aw.
Little golden hair.
Two teams that played was,
Just looks like you just woke up or something.
Yeah.
Not
You're
very
not
happy.
looking real happy there.
both undefeated.
No.
9-0.
Does that look like any of your children?
North Carolina's
No, not especially. But it looks kind of like Piper, actually.
They were 8th in the nation, and now they'll drop.
I remember walking with Dad sometimes, and he had such big steps. He had to run.
You had to
keep up
run,
with
I
him.
know.
Well, it's
Look how skinny Dad is.
I know. How come I could not have inherited that? That's what I would like
I
to
think
know.
it skipped a generation. There's
No, Cynthia's family got it all.
I know, but Cynthia didn't. She battles it. There's Cynthia, and must be the neighbor kids. It was the Collins house, but I don't think the Collins lived there when
Steve Young was quarterback. I mean,
Oh,
There I am.
That's
First
cute.
one,
sort of like
Side.
Little Navy. Looks a lot
Oh.
like that. There's Cynthia.
Looks
Cynthia
like
I
Rochelle.
was gonna say looks a lot
Yeah,
like
a
Rochelle.
lot like Rochelle.
And there's Denise getting put in her place.
That's right.
No, that's not
Cynthia's in
Denise.
charge.
That's not Denise.
That
No,
is
that
it?
isn't me.
Oh, that's somebody else.
Neighbor kid.
Yeah, because that's. And
No.
we're down.
I wonder if that was the Collins kids.
And I'm in charge.
Could be.
This is how recess looks like at school for first graders.
Look at no tree, no grass. That looks like a Collins house. And you look back on these and you think, we kind of lived in a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, but that was sort of what was existing for the day.
Only because we lived it, and that's where we thought it was.
Cynthia and this
It looks
cat-eyed
like
glasses.
Becky.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this like reminds me of her children.
Mm-hmm.
Some marina auditorium.
On North Platte Auditorium.
No,
That's-
I don't think so. That's way too big of a city for North Platte.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Denver. Big building like that. I have no
I
idea.
went somewhere.
Your eyes are open in that one.
Yeah.
And that lady was in the church video too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she looks familiar to me. I don't know who she is though.
Not on my
I
job.
remember.
You don't
She
smoke
doesn't
marijuana on my job.
ring a bell.
Ever. Not what you do. I'll fire you. You can't fire me. I'm Jennifer. You watch.
Those chubby cheeks, you see those? All my kids have those on there.
You are my friend.
Big old chubby cheeks.
Next time, you will be
Oh, a
fired.
puppy.
I will listen
I don't remember that
to
dog.
you. You are an accident waiting to happen. And that's the same.
Some friends. That's not a relative. Oh, that must be.
That's the same
Yeah,
as
Uncle Bob.
anybody
Yeah, that's
doing
Uncle Bob.
recreational marijuana on the job.
That's a picture of the horse Mom painted that turned into.
Your kids is like,
She invented it so you pull that horse picture out, and it was screened for the 8mm movies.
Mom and her
This is where I
inventions.
eat bubbles.
Yeah, it is.
This is where I
Look
eat
how
bubbles.
cute little Denise.
Share
There is
is
some
like
real
this.
strong resemblance of Navy in there.
Yeah, she does look a lot like me.
There you are, eating bubbles.
It's probably like,
Ew.
That's like, yeah.
that's kind of it.
Yeah. But you used to always
Your
say,
shoulders. Well,
you
okay.
used to always tell me JJ looked like me
Uh-huh.
when she was little.
Cloth diapers. Imagine that joy. That's the shirt that when he walked into the depot, they go,
Oh,
bingo! This is your cake smash.
And knowing Dad, he doesn't wear bright colors, so why does he have?
Because Mom made the shirt for him. You look at
Mom
how many,
loved color.
yeah, how many men wear whatever their wife buys for them? Because they don't care.
And
Maybe
your
that's your
shoulders.
shrug.
You shrug a lot.
Yeah.
I remember those blocks.
Blocks.
They were still around when I came around. We played with them in the tub a lot.
Somebody needs to open them for you. You're like, they don't look very fun.
Yeah.
And a baton.
Here's to hit your brother with.
That's right.
With the high chair.
Well, I can tell you right now.
Wasn't a very exciting child. I heard
Well,
she was
it'd be better with, commentary from the real people to hear what they're saying.
Now it's like, here, you eat some.
Oh, what are they doing?
Making,
Oh, shelling
Making
peanuts?
dressing, I bet.
Oh,
No?
peanuts or
we used to eat a lot of peanuts. Do you remember that?
maybe they just went to the Union Pacific Railroad Santa thing and
Oh,
got a bag of
maybe.
peanuts.
Maybe. Remember those?
Your phone.
Must be Cynthia.
I would assume. Jim.
Jim. That looks like a park.
Park or something. It looks like a house is over there.
Yeah, it's Grandma and Grandpa's house. Oh, it's Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Yes, it is Grandma and Grandpa's house. Seeing these brings back memories, things I haven't thought of for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Remember driving up, as soon as we hit not too far out of their house, you smell that refinery.
Mm,
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember.
Really
Coming
strong.
into town, you could smell it. Oh, they were Cheyenne. There's always a food picture.
Yeah, Dad liked to take the food pictures. I
And he
will
ate
say
these-
my spreads don't look this good.
Well, they're all nicely
There's
presented.
Denise. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's that
There's the
great
great-
heater.
Yeah,
was the
furnace
that's
when you
right.
get on that
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
It's like, I've told you about South.
Guy from church video?
Yeah, I bet. Oh, it can't be the missionaries. They don't look quite dressed as missionaries, unless it was P-Day.
Well, then you don't have to train them, you don't have to show them how to do stuff, you don't have,
Oh,
It's like when I told Saul, I said,
that little tiny smile.
I said, you're doing this what?
Being coy right
Yeah.
there.
It's a job. A TC is gonna put you on a job by yourself. I'm not
Actually,
gonna
you
do
look a
the
lot
answer
like
to the
me
job.
there.
I'm gonna
I mean, no,
run
I
my
look a
truck.
lot like you. We look a lot like.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Claudine, you look a lot like that as a baby. That very.
I don't have a lot of pictures of me as a baby, so I don't know what I look like.
Oh, because this camera broke by the time you were born. Actually, I think this is the groundbreaking for the chapel.
Oh, probably.
It's Vernon Combs. I don't know who the taller guy is.
I really hope on here we have the Christmas pageant or something.
I don't know if they took pictures
I
of
don't
that.
know if they ever did, because we were all busy in it, or the whole family was busy.
Yeah,
Is that Vernon Combs, you said?
the one with the cowboy hat, but I don't know who the other guy is. Might have been the mission president. The Sister Chambers in the back. Brother Lyle.
Who's that lady with her
I
headband?
don't know.
Cunningham.
She doesn't want to be called on to pray.
Yeah.
Cunningham.
Don't make eye contact.
Cunninghams were active in the church. They can't.
Yeah, but I don't think they were there quite yet. Because they moved into that house and they lifted that house up off the thing to build the basement underneath it. And that was while we were there. You and me were alive, so.
It'd be nice to know who the people who were that
Well,
came.
oh yeah, in this?
Uh-huh.
It would be, I'm sure it's written down somewhere. Probably
That's
got
why they
historic.
keep church histories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say we're not very good at doing it in our ward. Had a party, 300 people showed up. You know.
Because you're always like, who's going to read this?
Exactly. And here we are saying, I wish they had that.
Boy, that smile. That Combs smile. I remember that.
I had a crush on Steve Combs for such a long time.
And I had a crush on Kevin Combs, but he would talk to you, but never would talk to me.
Because they were, Steve
he was
Combs was a
younger.
year older than me,
Yeah.
and Kevin was a year younger than me.
Salt Lake Temple. That's where they got sealed.
That's what I say. Then married. Married and sealed. Or endowed, I should say, endowed and sealed.
Pretty big deal for them.
I remember going there every year when we would go to Utah. When we'd take Cynthia. We started with Cynthia.
Yeah.
We would
When she
go
went to
every
college.
year. Yeah. And we thought everybody in Utah were so righteous and wonderful and could do no wrong.
Yep. Probably more so then than now. Maybe not.
Well, it was a convert's illusion of how people are.
The thing is, there's as many really good people in Utah as there are really bad people. I mean, as far as believers, non-believers, etc. God sort of balances out the bad with the good. He was really fascinated with the building. It does look different than it does now.
It
Looks
does look
like
way
darker
different.
gray or something.
Yeah, well, it could be the filming, the light, but
Angel Moroni, they just took out that time capsule this year.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's you.
Major Moroni's not going back up there, I don't think, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he? They took off the trumpet because
Well, the
it
trumpet
fell,
fell.
but I don't think they're putting it back on.
Mom, Cynthia, Denice. Must have been the year they got sealed.
Probably, that's about the right age, because I was just a little
Looking
guy.
cute little thing.
Pioneer Monument, or the when they went off to Calvary.
This is the place, or I don't know. I think this is the place, right? Up sort of high on. Oh, I wonder if that's when the missionary that Elder
Oh, they met him.
Hampton,
And Stockton, wasn't it?
Stocking, Elder Stocking,
Stocking.
and Elder Hampton. I bet you that was the missionary. I think he might still be alive. Lives in Syracuse.
Remember when he came to visit us about that huge wheel of cheese?
That was Stocking.
Was that?
He lived in Logan, which is where they have that cheese factory that we always go to.
Yeah, I'm going to shut that window.
Boy, Dad and Mom loved everything about the gospel.
Mom and Dad,
Yeah.
it came their life.
Yep.
That was it. They embraced it as a whole new beginning. Well, you think about it, it changed their life. They stopped, Dad stopped smoking, and drinking, and they had no coffee anymore.
Paid
all this.
tithing.
Yeah, it would be a huge sacrifice.
I do not know who these people are. That's that same guy. It must be Hampton. If it's the Elder Hampton, that's probably his home and his parents.
Yeah.
Imagine, he told Mom and Dad that they only baptized 2 people. Well, their family and then another lady, an older lady. Oh,
I
there's
didn't like it.
Denise.
What's wrong? That looked like the front yard in North Platte, the ditch. Ooh.
Salt Lake.
Yeah. Salt Lake.
Don't know who that is.
Could
That's
be Ezra
probably
Taft.
somebody.
Could be Ezra Taft Benson.
Yeah. But
Or
even then,
somebody.
he would have been a lot younger.
He would have been a lot younger than that. Who would have been?
Hubie Brown or something. Somebody that we don't. Mormon Tabernacle Choir. So they obviously went to conference.
Mm-hmm.
So it's October or April. That was just because they don't allow. Oh, there's Joseph Fielding Smith.
Isn't he the one that talked to in the elevator? Who
No,
was
that was Ezra Taft Benson.
Ezra.
That I don't remember who that. I think this is the prophet coming up in this car. Oh well,
David
maybe
O.
it was
McKay.
Joseph Fielding Smith. David O. McKay. You're right.
David O.
There it
McKay.
is. That probably gave Dad a thrill like no other. There he is, David O. McKay.
A very beloved prophet. For many years
Yeah,
he
he was.
served.
And he was old too when he died. He was in his 90s.
Mm-hmm. He was a prophet when we were little.
Yep. And is that David O. McKay
Yeah, it
again?
looks like it, yeah.
Look at how close the people are. I think that's Joseph Fielding Smith standing by the, yeah.
That's how we were until 6 months ago.
Yeah, but they have underground stuff now. All the
Oh, the authorities.
authorities go underground, get out through the parking lots that way. It's just that from a family from Nebraska, little tiny town,
Mm-hmm.
come to this. Can hardly even see. It's probably the prophet or something. Temple Square. Masses of people.
Old cars.
Who is that? Oh, that's a big dog. Don't know. That must be a relative or something. I don't know. That's a little. Don't know who that. Do you know who that is?
Uh-uh. Not recognize her. Maybe I should.
I don't.
She looks like Chris Goodwinson.
Yeah.
I bet you.
There you are.
I like cute little red coat.
Yeah, cute.
Your hair looks red.
Is that our backyard?
We did have a clothesline.
Yeah, we had a
I don't
clothesline.
remember it looking like that.
We had
We
that
did
back
have a
area.
clothesline.
Dad turned into a garden for a while
Mm-hmm.
before we had to cross the street. And they had that well hole in the backyard, remember? And that's where you put the puppies.
Claudine.
I put
Claudine's
puppies.
the
Supposedly,
puppies.
I don't remember that.
And then in the middle of the night, I heard them whining. It was raining, and the puppies were out there in this
And you
hole
covered it
whining.
over. Didn't you cover it over with a board?
She didn't want anybody to have them. She wanted to have them for herself. And they are nursing puppies, so they're out there
Hungry.
hungry. And we were afraid to take them over to Collins because they had guns. They'd shoot people who came on their property. So Mom and Dad had to go over and explain that you had taken the puppies.
Our youngest child, baby, took the puppies.
Look at those.
Look at
That's
the
the way I
pants.
feel in jeans.
That's how I look right now. Man, except come full circle.
Oh, see, we're digging in the yard. I remember digging in the driveway for hours.
Yes, we did.
Well, and she was probably, Chad, she was probably.
How come I can't be as cute now as I look like?
When you're fat and you're little, people say you're cute. But you're not cute when you're fat and old.
I know, it's like.
Oh, look at that cute fat little lady.
Even might start falling down. They still. Jim and Cynthia. Boy, you remind me of
Grandma made all your clothes?
Yes.
A lot of clothes.
I can't remember a thing that she didn't make, except for
This is true.
when we got to be teenagers, she didn't make her pants very much.
She
mine.
made me pants.
Well,
She
I'm
made
telling you, I
me
hated
plaid
They never made
pants.
that.
I hated
They had polyester.
polyester pants. I
But
hated
they
them.
were way in style, though.
I know, but the ones she made that one time were horrid. They were absolutely awful. I told her I wouldn't wear them. She made me wear them, and I said I won't wear them. So I went back in the bedroom and I walked back out and tore them up in front of her.
Ooh.
Oh! Well, I bet you got it after that.
No, she refused to make me anything else.
Oh.
Well, that's what you wanted.
And that's
wasn't it?
exactly
That's
what I
exactly-
wanted to
you got what
achieve.
you wanted.
Exactly. I think now how mean I was not nice about it at all.
Look at that jacket on Dad.
Yeah.
Uncle Don. That old camera, remember Grandpa would do that camera down here in his wedding pictures.
Oh, walk
Walk
into
towards
the
the-
house.
Okay, now
It's
walk
a
out.
moving camera. You need to walk.
Oh, there's that hat again. Aw. Since we're doing what?
What do you want me to do? I'm not really sure about these instructions.
Oh, look at Cynthia's hair so long. She looks almost like Hispanic or something.
I know.
She does.
Well, Sarah's got such dark skin.
Uh-huh.
But Cynthia doesn't.
See how olive skin she is there?
Yeah. It's good. They must play outside a lot. But this is probably your birthday, though.
Mm-hmm. It's,
I love how the other kids get in there. Look,
Top.
oh,
I remember
top.
that top. I played with that all the time.
Oh, well, nice picture shot right there. Let's close the legs.
But one arrow for such a little girl.
I think it's supposed to be Christmas.
This is Christmas now.
I was very talented.
And another haul right there.
Joan of Arc in the making.
That's right. I missed my calling in life. You remember that carom board we got? We played with forever.
And the game Grandpa made us?
Oh yeah.
Skittles. Or is that what
Oh,
it's
look,
called?
you're not all dressed up in this one.
Yeah.
You're looking like somebody drug you out of bed.
Whose family is this?
This is
what's
not our
normal.
family. We're not dressed up.
Maybe
Who is
Mom
this?
was pregnant with me and she didn't feel good. Could have been.
That's true. It could have been. Except I was older. I would think I was almost 4 when you were born.
You were 3. Well, you were at the very end of 55, so
Yeah.
I was at the very beginning of 59.
I remember that one too. We had that toy for a long time.
And Dad is behind the paper.
He had that union job. He was the secretary of the union for a long time. That's how he paid for things.
That was beside his other job.
Mm-hmm.
Essex had 2 jobs.
What a good guy he was.
What happened to all that film Dad did? All that
We had the
film.
VCRs.
Yeah.
These are the Super 8s.
Oh, okay. So you have the VCRs, huh?
We got 'em.
Oh.
I'm so young. There's that lady again. I wonder if that's Sister Barnica. Remember that name?
I remember the name. I don't know who that
That's
is.
Sister Chambers. Must be something for the
Church.
award.
This is a
branch.
wedding.
Oh,
Uh,
Grandma
looks like a wedding.
and don't know that lady. I know
Must
Grandpa
be a
Kentner.
relative.
Grandpa Kentner.
All the Kentners are there, so it's a Kentner wedding.
Maybe it's Pat.
Maybe it
Janet?
is.
No?
No, that wouldn't be. It's not a wedding.
That's an unusual bridesmaid's dress. Cynthia. Dorothy. Janet? Is Janet getting married?
That's the bridesmaid's dress,
Oh.
remember?
Pat. That wasn't.
Yellow.
Not flattering.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that. No. Janet.
Here's the
There's
white bride.
Nadine.
That's Nadine.
Yeah.
Is it Nadine? It must be Nadine's.
How is Nadine doing?
She's dead.
Yeah, she died.
A
From
couple
what?
years ago.
What was it from?
I don't know. Just old age and.
She's not that old. I mean, I guess she is.
She's Aunt Pat's age.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Which one died from scleroderma?
Oh, it's Shirley.
Shirley.
Yeah, where she turned her stone inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten about that.
Back in the day when you hand make everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember making the mints for Cynthia's wedding?
Oh my goodness. We had mints left over for years.
And I hated them to this day. I can't stand them.
We made so many of those things. Oh.
Oh boy, this looks like your typical little house on the prairie. You know?
The whole family is sitting there eating. Wow. That's
Nadine and Dwayne. What the hell? Do you remember? Yeah, remember what you go to a bridal shower or something? They had these glass trays with a glass
Oh, yes.
cup.
Yes.
yes. My mother-in-law has about
Did she?
15 sets of those.
I bet you that's the church. Yep, that's North Platte.
Yeah.
Before they even had a paved parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, look at cute little Denice. Well, I remember climbing up on that ledge and jumping down. We used
All
to
the
do
time.
that all the time.
Yeah.
So we had look at the pretty windows.
Our life was there at that church.
Aw. It's like, come on, Dad. Is that me or you?
That's Cynthia.
That must be you. That looks like you.
Yeah.
What a blessing they were to the North Platte Branch.
Yeah. Everywhere they went, they were a blessing to the gospel.
And that roof is where I stood as an angel during the temple.
Yeah, oh, I love those.
Christmas
yeah,
pageant.
That was Christmas. That made Christmas so real. Being an angel. I could be Mary once.
I know, I was so jealous. North Platte Branch. They worked hard on that building.
Mm-hmm.
Tulips. North Platte House. Mom never was really a gardener.
It was Daddy did the
Dad liked it.
Those are really sparse looking.
Kind of dry.
In that little stretch right by the driveway is where Grandma Tufford later planted irises. That's what I remember.
The flags.
as a kid.
The flags. Yeah, we had flags there.
You know, it's
That
when
must
you're
be our
by
backyard.
yourself,
Look at you.
or you've got an idiot in the room.
Oh, chasing a
chicken?
chicken?
If you put it to bed,
Where's
You guys
that?
had chickens?
you like,
Don't remember that.
Is that you or me?
Yeah,
That's
it's
you?
me.
unless
Let's tell by his chubby cheeks.
And you could get bit on the ground. But,
I don't know.
if
That's got to be our house because the train's back there.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true, and we had a dog house.
Maybe a neighbor had a chicken. Maybe it was.
He'd lean up against something.
Cynthia and Jim.
That's crazy.
I don't remember. They did not have that car when I was around.
I remember Black Beauty.
Before that we
Oh,
had
let's
the
pile all the kids in there right now because we don't have
VW
seatbelts.
bus.
No
A
seatbelts.
VW.
Oh yeah. We did.
Bus.
Yeah, we did have that. That's true.
See, it's a phenomenon.
There's
It must be around Easterish or something.
what's their faces? Collins' house.
Yeah.
I remember this viewpoint. I remember because I remember the Collins house.
Yeah. And that's the Peas that lived across the street.
Mm.
This is Peas.
The one they had just one
Okay,
child.
tell Chad,
Yeah.
Martin. No,
tell Cheryl.
Marty?
Dad-
Yeah,
Marty.
it was
Dad's
Marty.
sending her
Marty.
what are those things called?
Makes
And
you want
I'm-
to get on Facebook and find all these people.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
not.
that big empty field where we used to go play all the time.
Well, they dump all the snow that
Yeah.
they scrape, and then it would be these mounds.
And then they did the road construction
See,
in town.
Dad always has her walk
forwards.
towards me, and it's wow. Okay.
So they piled all these big mounds of dirt, and we took our bikes over there and played on them. Do you remember that when we had played in that big, huge field?
Are you taking flowers somewhere?
Well, the tulips that were growing in the front yard.
Maybe. Could be. Mom probably arranged that.
Mom
Probably.
liked to arrange for
Oh,
ours.
come walk towards me. Come show me.
Mom must have put those together.
No.
Dad was so proud of Mom.
He was.
Yeah, he hit the big time when he got her. She was beautiful.
I've been getting cold at night.
Is this going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea where that place is.
I think this is a.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
funeral
a funeral
home.
home.
Well, that's
Wonder
a
who
fun
got
thing to
married.
start on here, right?
I wonder if that was Grandma or Grandpa or somebody.
Grandpa's Uncle Calvin.
Picture of Jesus. This is a very
He was that guy who had 3 daughters.
solemn.
And he used to take the daughters.
It's hard because with no sound, you don't know what's going on.
So much fun fishing.
Okay, zoom in, Dad. Go.
Let's see the guest list.
Oh. You know, or something.
Oh, baby.
Remember a guy
It's a
that-
baby.
Aw, that's sad.
Well, I think I remember seeing written it was Art Anderson's baby.
Mm.
It was their friends.
Oh,
That would be very sad to have a baby
So what did
die.
you get?
that's heart wrenching.
Little tiny casket.
Oh,
Looks like a little dolly. Looks fully developed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it died from SIDS or something.
You know, you hardly hear about that anymore. That was a big deal for a while.
I think it still happens.
Yeah, I think it does.
Oh, cool.
I think it's lessened a lot, but
I wonder, now that I say Art Anderson, I wonder if that's those people that we don't know that were his friends in the pictures.
oh, maybe that we're always in the
Yeah, when they were younger.
yeah.
Surely that wasn't the baby they were holding.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Jim. What's he holding? What is that?
It's a
Pumpkin.
pumpkin from
Oh.
Halloween. It's
Use
carved.
that, so you've always got a light.
He's always dressed up.
Somebody's
Somebody's birthday or something. It'd be Claudine's birthday.
My birthday?
Well, he wouldn't have curved
No,
pumpkins,
he wouldn't
though.
be that young, would he?
No, it must be the neighbor's birthday. Maybe you took a part. Maybe you took a
For a
present over
party.
to the neighbor.
It reminds me of Little Rascals for some reason.
Like when you get all dressed up.
Oh, look out, there's Halloween.
Here's Denise.
You're like, what's going
You
on?
must be almost one.
Yeah. The rocking chair by the front door. Yep.
I don't remember that desk being right there. That must have been before they put the addition on the back, because there'd be no room for.
That desk there.
And people came in the house to trick or treat? Or is it just close
We
friends?
used to always go in houses
Really?
and trick or treat.
Sometimes
People would call us in and say, "Oh, look at how cute your costume is." All of a sudden,
I do not know who that is or that is. They look like probably missionaries.
I remember being in the living room with you on a Halloween because we had our tonsils out.
Oh yes.
And
that
we-
was in North Platte. That was
Yeah,
there.
and we couldn't have candy, but kids gave us candy.
They went out trick or treating for us supposedly.
Yeah.
I bet you that is the existing missionaries at the time. But that might have been the ones that taught them because. Me and Bryce. Oh, Cynthia's a ballerina.
Not too good. It's her first year.
She's working on it.
See, there's the garden, all the rows back there.
Yeah.
I thought he would have been more of a mountain.
Is that our addition?
No, I think that's the neighbors. at
That's the
Murky's.
neighbors because
That's
the
Murky's,
house
right?
looks like it's this way.
Murky's or Collins's. Has that been Collins's?
I think. Well, they did have that garage, separate garage in the back. Oh, that looks like a house. So
Yeah.
it's probably Murphy's.
She needs to go a little
Our
faster.
whole routine. There's the ding.
I see Brooke in that. I see, you know, it's funny how you see your own kids in that.
She always,
Found a way.
I mean, even if she wrapped up a comb or in a brush, or there's Denise, cute little Denise,
With my fuzzy hair.
and Cynthia, Jim. Don't look very happy.
I'm very happy to be there.
Looks sort of like Chad in that picture. Relief Society must be in Salt
This is
Lake.
in Nauvoo.
Oh, Nauvoo.
Before.
Nauvoo looks very different now.
Yeah.
Big deal for Mom and Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Church was their life. John Taylor, visitors.
Home.
Pretty nice home for.
Was that Carthage jail?
No, I think it's Carthage Jail. I don't think it was that big. Oops. Mormon something. Maybe this is Carthage. Doesn't stay on it long enough for us to see. Somebody's got clothes on the line.
Have to make it look authentic.
Yeah. Jim, where is that?
Nauvoo still?
House doesn't look familiar. It's some historic Joseph Smith's homestead.
Yeah.
Where at?
Back in Nauvoo, probably. That's just a continuation.
The river.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Riveting. Some steamboat, or not, yeah, paddle boat.
Yeah. Maybe showing that that's how they got across the river.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't think that's Carthage. We didn't do this when we were kids. Well, you did, obviously. You were there,
I was
but
there.
oh, I guess I
You
did. I was a
do
baby.
it. Look at you. And you don't remember. I can't believe that.
I must have been asleep during it all.
That's right.
That's probably where he fell out of the window or something as he showed the window. And the well, yeah, he fell down right by the well. Saddle shoes.
Oh. Saddle Oxfords. They were the bane of my existence. When I was a
You
teenager.
hated them.
Oh, I hated those shoes.
Do not. I think that's Ernest Kentner or somebody that they went and visited.
Mm.
I am not certain on that one. 537's the address. There's Dad. I think that's a Kentner relative, his uncle.
Maybe we stopped and saw him on the way to Nauvoo or something.
Yeah, well, that would be
Ohio
a cousin.
or something.
Slowly walk forward to the camera. Remember Dad saying when he told his dad that they were going to visit the Kentners, boy, that's going fast, that his dad told him, don't believe anything they tell you. I don't think they had the most connected family.
Well, now we're on to this.
Another trip. Looks like a botanical garden or something.
Good things like that, dude.
Oh, is this the Michigan thing? I think it is, where they had the...
Oh, it looks maybe like.
See, I was a baby. That was me.
That was you?
blankets. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It's like your mom.
Aw.
There you are.
So that had to have been like April or May.
They are for the right.
So I was born in March.
I remember being there. I do remember that. As a little kid, I can see why. But I was always scared to death of Pinocchio. That's the reason why.
Well, look at that. They're giant.
That's right.
And the
Jack and the Beanstalk. That's cool.
Mom's fried chicken is what. Yeah. You make that? That'd be great.
Dad had to have been, let's see, he's 31 years older than me, so he was only like 31. Or
Yeah. Wow. 31, and yeah, Cynthia was pretty old. When did you have Cynthia? I mean, how old was he when Cynthia was born?
Well, she's exactly 20 years younger than Mom, and I'm 30 years younger than Mom. So Mom was only, Mom was 19 or 20? 19, well, she was 19 when they got married, 20 when she had Cynthia.
Mm.
So Dad was 21.
Of course, when I think I had Jacob, they were 16-year span. I was 36, so, you know, by 31, you could totally have 5 or 6 kids.
Well, I was only number 4, so 5 years later, at 36, she had Claudine. I think this was another one where they had some kind of a union meeting Dad went to. But there was another, there's a Kentner that lives up there, I think, that he also met up with. An uncle, a great uncle or something.
There's who the person you're afraid of. Isn't that
Yeah.
Pinocchio?
Or is that somebody with the horn?
Little Jack Horner?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that was it.
I don't know. Peter Wabbit. They're all dressed up.
Yeah, it's almost like it just came from some formal event.
But we were talking about this the last time. We always dressed up for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because girls didn't wear pants a lot of places. Although Cynthia's wearing pants there. There's the 3 bears.
And there's Denice.
3 bears. Cynthia.
There's Cynthia stole something from the Papa Bear.
Mm-hmm. There you are, Nora.
Earliest known picture.
Well, this must have been in spring. You were born in March.
Yeah.
You're very old. Look, they did you up there.
That was the Rockabye Baby. There's the dance float. Isn't that you or no? Who's on there?
Probably Cynthia, who just was doing it. Right? Would make sense.
There was somebody that was in the branch that taught dance. Was it Luke? Seems like Eugene.
We have a
It
lot
might
of
have the
kids.
studio name on there of who it was. But is that the branch one? Is that me where I'm on there? Is it? No, that's the dance.
Well, it must be somebody we know, else he wouldn't be taking pictures of it, right?
Yeah. Sinbad. Well, that wouldn't go in today's world.
No.
Trucks bring everything else.
It's probably, I can understand it. It's
Yeah.
probably hard
It's cowboy.
to remember the fun that you used to do. And it's hard to tell.
What's Cynthia on?
Rocking horse probably is what it would look like. Or maybe on those pogo sticks. Remember we used to have those where we jumped
Oh
up
yeah,
and down?
pogo sticks.
Yeah.
That's Louise on.
Here, walk towards me.
Grandpa Kentner?
And they were still in
Yeah.
town.
that's
Yeah, it
Grandpa
must
Kentner.
be.
And yeah, they drink crazy at the
And Dorothy and Janet.
mountain man but they whenever they had a chance to have fun.
Is that Cynthia?
Right?
Might be.
Can't tell.
For the most part, they were up there and you know,
Wow.
Fancy
Like the
dress. Walking with some attitude there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell who
Is
it
that Pat?
Pat?
Ah,
That's
ah.
that.
And that's Mary. And Harold.
that's not that old dude. I just looked on the mission.
The pool. I
We
love
the
the
city
pool.
We lived at the pool.
Must have been swimming lessons.
I think by the time it got to me, I wasn't in lessons. I don't
Really?
remember taking lessons.
Really?
I don't remember
I
it.
think we moved when you were pretty young, so probably.
But Mom lived there. I mean, I remember you being in the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Kiddie
Yeah.
lessons.
So
So
maybe I had just the kiddie lessons, but I don't remember
Cynthia Swim.
learning much.
I do not remember that fence being.
I was
there.
just thinking that. Just thinking that very thing. I didn't remember there being a fence there between their
Maybe
houses.
they took it down.
Maybe
Oh,
they
Jim's
took
BB
down.
gun, huh? Well, she's gonna show him how to shoot.
Here you go. See that tire over there? Shoot that.
Woo! We're all
History is
Running through the
Running
sprinklers.
through the
We used to do
sprinklers.
that a lot.
You know they were digging in
sitting on the hose.
Salt Lake City.
Here, I'm taking your picture.
I want to say it's down.
Corn, look at her garden growing back there. Must be hot.
There was a digging last
Dad loved to have that garden.
You did love the garden.
across
I do not remember. This must be the lake.
a bunch of old blocks.
We had a lake there.
What lake?
We
Was
did
it-
where the park was.
Oh, really?
But I don't remember
Well,
being
there
that
was
big.
a river
That
where the
looks
park
like
was.
a huge.
But there was a lake out where the people, like the Lewises, actually moved out there and built a house
Oh,
out
that's true,
by the
because the
lake.
rich people moved out
Yeah.
there. They did something on the railroad. I remember thinking it wasn't exactly
He did some little iffy
honest.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and he made a bunch of money and they bought a house out there.
Well,
Wasn't
somebody's
exactly
like
honest.
not motor. They're not going very fast.
It's going
Oh,
down.
down,
It's going down.
I remember one time we went water skiing with Aunt Pat. Maybe this is it.
Maybe.
I sunk and I never did it again.
I've never ever tried it.
Yeah, they were really
But they had a boat and everything. Uncle Pat.
Maybe
Uncle
this is
Gary,
it.
Aunt Pat. Maybe this.
Because there's the boat.
They don't seem like they're going fast.
But I guess there's all kinds of class. But they got a lot of
Whoever's doing okay. That wasn't me.
I remember Mom saying something about she tried it. Was okay at it, but didn't. Is that you or me?
That looks
Like
You probably, Denise.
That looks like, because my hair's more blondie than yours.
I don't think you'd be water skiing at that age.
Don't think so.
It's pretty shallow out there.
And then you
Whoever's standing up way out there.
That's cool, Louise. Good place to have kids play. Close to the shore.
This was
Yeah.
before my years.
I'll have to look at a map and see where this is, because I don't remember there being water like that.
Mom?
No, it's Pat.
Yep, it is that.
Pat loves life.
Mm-hmm.
She does. She's always doing something fun.
That Cynthia? Jim?
It must be that. Looks like
That
Jim.
sounds like a duck. I want to do that. And then she
I'm
can't do it.
thinking Lake McConaughey or something like that.
I don't remember.
It's the North Platte Lake. They're doing a pretty good job on that. It looks like a, is that a, like a special?
It's like a
Training
board
ski.
thing. Yeah, it's not. They're not separate skis.
That's probably why they're going slow too.
Back when Craftsman was in
And think, they got the camera on the boat.
now they
would've
go
been
out of
Risky.
some of
Getting
them
it
try,
wet.
but most of them just
That's just not the life we lived growing up.
Mm-mm.
Mom and Dad do not go out and do any
Risky anything.
outdoor activities. Just go
Who
to
is
picnic.
this now? Don't tell me it's Dad, because he never does anything like that.
That would be where the picture would be.
There's Mom. Gladys.
Look like me. Because
There's
they're all.
me.
There you
See,
go.
I didn't realize. I don't think of myself as having that dark of hair. Denise, you're so glamorous.
What happened?
Grandpa liked bright colors.
Yeah, I did.
Was he a spring?
He probably was. But Grandma was too.
Bet you his.
He was probably a winter spring.
Mm-hmm. Talking about chubby cheeks. Them too. Yeah.
Here, look up this way.
Said Mark.
Yeah. Yep. That Pearl.
Uncle Fred.
That was nice of them to, come visit us and stuff. Didn't have family close by.
They didn't have any grandchildren.
No. Well, I think the one family did. They had one child that had grandkids. Grandma liked that color.
Oh, that cup. How cute is that cup?
Piano. Ooh, I had that flip hair there. I can do now.
Flip do. She's a normal child.
Look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
Mom said they used to play cards. Well, they didn't have TV.
They played cards a lot.
Mhm.
A lot.
Just the children will play over there. We'll play cards.
Well, that's Steve, Nadine's son. Eckhardt.
I'm glad you know who these people are.
Yeah.
Terry and Steve, they had a very distinct look. I think the parents must be around somewhere. Oh, is that Louise? So she was the grandma to that little boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's both of them, Terry and Steve.
Steve's the one I think I cut his hair when we were at their house. Remember that? I got in big time trouble.
Girl Kentner.
That's the first light colored thing I've seen her wear. Everything else she's wearing dark color.
Jim. Playing doctor or something?
I don't know.
About the same thing, yeah.
Look at this
No,
cloth
that
diapers.
looks
Can
like-
you imagine being a mom and having to do that?
I did cloth diapers for 4 of my kids.
Oof. You were thinking about it right there.
Yeah, that's right.
How to do this.
Don't want to do this.
What is he doing?
He's got a stethoscope.
Oh, so he's playing doctor.
What was I doing? Crying because somebody was sick and they were taking care of it? You grabbed the stethoscope.
Thermometer. Here, bite it. Swallow this. Hey, you look like Mark. Or
Yeah.
Mark looks like you.
Actually, we have some of you. Oh, I remember that cake. Is that my birthday?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
I think
it was
it
a
is.
redo when it was your
That might
birthday.
be.
She was successful, so we
That one
got
went well, so we'll do that one again. No,
Yeah,
me.
that's you. It's your birthday. Look at your dark hair.
Yeah.
It's just a basic minimum.
Now the hats. We should make this for our next birthday party.
Your kids will think you're gone. Okay, Mom.
We could make them out of tin foil.
Okay. Let's say you're.
I always
candy
remember the
cups.
cupcake
Yeah,
miners.
we always
yes.
Candy cups.
Yeah, we always
Look,
did.
even that one.
Dad.
Mom was always into parties. She loved the
Or
party.
should just switch to that entrance fee.
He's got golden blonde hair.
Basement.
And that massive amount of hair in the front of my
I
that's
know, like,
hilarious.
wow.
That's where your hair
That's
grows.
where my hair grows. I don't look very
I don't know what to do.
Some of these weren't included when the main commentary was done. There's no indication of whose cake this is, but we can presume that Grandma made it. It's somebody's 8th birthday, probably Cynthia's. That's Denice, and then Nora on the floor. And that's Pat and Gary Ackerman. Pat is Dean's sister. Pat and Gary ended up moving out to California. Gary was in the Air Force, became an air traffic controller after leaving the Air Force, and worked at the San Jose airport. And Pat and Dean were fairly close, living out there in California together. This is a video of the addition being added to the house in North Platte. Adding that addition was a big deal for the family. It added a lot of square footage. That's the addition waiting to be added. And then they moved it into place and are building the foundation underneath it before they lower it onto the foundation. There's Dean in the front, sawing. Wasn't exactly handy, but he helped out on this project.
Don't know who that was. That must be. I think that's branch members. That's Sister Lyle.
Oh yeah,
Brother
Brother
Lyle.
Lyle. Must be a Branch party.
picnic. I don't know who that was. Oh, that's Stan Moss. That's Sister Chambers. Sister Moss. One of their kids. That's me. Yeah, that's me. Or is that
Oh,
you?
I think that's me.
I think that's,
Because
I don't know.
No. Because he's pretty big there.
I think that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming over to our house for them was probably. Boy, Cynthia's pretty old there. Niece, me. I remember that dress of yours.
So,
Do you remember it?
it's a two grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa Allbee?
Yeah.
Remember that bulletin board that was there? Family room, that's where we put everything. Programs, calendars,
Man, he's growing up.
Dad.
He doesn't look sick on this holiday.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he got orange on.
Yeah. Different kind of sick.
There's the tree.
that
Oh, the
aluminum
clowns.
tree.
You remember those clowns?
Oh, yes, we played with those forever.
And the skates. That I think the one with the red skates was mine because they did not work very good.
You just strap them on your shoes, right?
Yeah, but they were, the ones I got were not metal wheels. They were
Oh,
plastic.
that tree. Wow.
We loved that tree.
We
We
did.
loved it.
We had it for years and years.
We had a light that you put on it that changed it colors.
Mm-hmm.
Mom made all those.
Yep.
Oh.
She kept them all secret.
Cute.
And then we were clowns forevermore after every Halloween.
Yeah.
Forever and ever, I
She
remember
made some
costumes
big-
being
yeah.
clowns all over the place.
She got a clown to put on her bed. Oh,
Oh, look at you. How cute.
Bailey.
Yeah, it does.
Grandpa Allbee. Looking at.
It's a gift.
Yeah, I don't know you got.
Looks like a box of peanut butter or something. I don't know.
Oh, this is when you got your skates.
How do you remember that?
Because I've seen these lots of times.
Oh.
Shaver, she said.
What have you got?
I don't know.
I'm taking something apart. He's still looking at the box.
Yeah. Something very intriguing.
Dressing up for a nativity? Maybe?
Oh,
No.
it's a gun.
With a
It's
gun. No. Not with a gun.
I remember that baby gun. Shoved rocks down it to try to shoot rocks out. So grandma's got a royal blue dress on again.
He does not have her jammies on.
No, you're right.
There's the skates. There's this. Yeah.
And our wood floor.
We skated in that room. I
It
was
was
never.
Uncle Don holding
I
it,
was
wasn't it?
never a very good skater. Can I tell you?
Oh, look at that.
A pinata? All the parents are like, over here, over here.
That's probably Mumbo.
Mumbo.
Mumbo again. There's me.
Cute little cheeks.
We love Mumbo.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those little outfit things, we used to wear. I can't
All the
remember what you
time.
call them, but
Sunsuits.
one-piece thingies.
I used to have
Cynthia.
Brooke and Jen in them all the time.
Old cars. Looks like Denise. Oh, that
Funhouse. Yeah.
Jim, Denise, Nora, sucking her thumb. I remember doing that. Cynthia and the cotton candy. I love cotton candy. Was that Disneyland? It must be. I hate those things. I always get hurt in them. Jim.
Oh, maybe it was.
Oh, maybe this is Vitavoo.
Oh, we used to love Vitavoo.
Yeah, they'd
We
always
used to go there
stop
a
there.
lot to Vitavoo. And we had youth conference there one year at Vitavoo too.
It was always a good place. We stopped and just could run. Usually at a picnic lunch.
Mm-hmm.
There's me. That was the dresses we wore. Just every dress. That's what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia.
But she was tan. Or maybe it was the filming.
Could be. Back in the days before interstates.
Yeah. We traveled a lot by train though. Not so much by car.
That's because Dad got free.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember going on the train very much. I remember going to Disneyland on the train. Wow, that's high up there for Mom.
Mm-hmm. Well, we went to the Grand Canyon, and we went to the Black Hills.
Remember the Black Hills? Maybe that's what this is. Looks more like Wyoming though. I don't know. I bet you it is too. I remember Mom wouldn't let me go close to the edge. I was too young, and she was afraid I was going to fall off. Move, Dad, so we can see where you
Like
are.
we're all on vacation, we're dressed like we're going to church. Everybody's
Yeah.
all dressed up.
Well, we had to wear dresses every day.
Every day we wore a dress, all through high school. Just don't know how good they have it now.
Well, that's the North Platte kiddie pool.
Mm.
That must have been me or...
I think of that huge sacrifice Mom made every day to take us to the pool.
Was it every day?
We went a lot. It was at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, but if you're hot in a house that has no air conditioning...
And she would hang out here in the kiddie pool, and we would go play in the big pool, and then when there was break time, we'd come in here. And we
Yeah,
got
that
to
was
come in
me.
here because Mom was in there.
Don't know who these boys are. That one's me. Must have been... Maybe it's our neighbors? Maybe it's our cousins. I can't imagine. Oh, I was going to push him down. There's one of you guys on the
It wasn't me.
gym.
Yeah.
That'd be my style. Run and jump. I remember going on the short board and I'd get out there and it looked so high, it was so scary.
Mm-hmm. I think I only jumped like twice off the boards because I'm afraid of heights too.
I think this is Disneyland.
Yep, that's
Cynthia.
the opening things of Disneyland right
Jim,
there.
I remember that Mom made all of our clothes.
Yeah. There's the monorail.
This was really close to when it first opened. I think they first opened in like 1959 or something. Cynthia, Denise. Everyone would stop and ask you if you were Alice in Wonderland.
Mm.
Used to make me so mad. There's our matching outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Jim and Denise.
See, we started a new fad. We started the thing where they thought we were the real people,
yeah.
and they wanted autographs.
Yeah, so it goes, hey, good idea.
Yeah, that's right.
Matterhorn. This was a big deal back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
This had to have been like, looked like I'm 5 there, so it had to have been 1964. No, 64 Claudine was born. So unless Mom's pregnant. She might have been. Oh, this is the trip we had the measles.
Oh, and we stopped and played in the pool,
And-
Uncle Kenny's pool, was it?
Harold's.
Harold's pool. And we couldn't get in the water because we
Yeah.
had measles. So all we could do is sit on the
Well, it's
side.
so funny. We sat on the side, put our feet in.
Yeah, so it was
So
the
we
same
were
thing.
gonna, yeah.
They didn't know that then. And we breathed all over the pool. So it didn't matter. That's when you got everything. We had the chickens, we had the measles, we had the mumps, we had the
We had chicken pox. You
chicken
said
pox.
the chickens.
chicken mumps, chicken pox.
I never had the mumps. You did.
Oh, it was miserable.
Oh.
No, that was a cute picture.
Little teacup ride or something. Oh, those cars. Oh, I remember. I don't know if it's I wanted to ride on them so bad or Jim or anyway.
They still have that there.
Yeah, and it's such a lame ride.
It is.
But they thought they were like, wow, I'm driving.
What year is this?
Like 1960 something. Because I was there, but you weren't, I don't think.
Yeah. Mom had Claudine holding her, wasn't she holding Claudine?
You might have been. There's Jim driving a.
They still have
Car.
that same exact
I know.
ride at Disneyland.
And it's the most boring thing.
Well, it isn't if you've never driven a car.
Well, that's
It's
true.
Well,
kids
who
think
these
it's
days
cool.
haven't? Well, I guess there are people who haven't driven cars.
There's Cynthia.
Yeah.
And there's Jim again.
I think they're gonna lose.
And there's Jim again. And Cynthia just walked
Cynthia
by.
just walked off.
What?
We're just talking about the show that's on here.
That was the tomorrow.
You mean they're not playing football on there?
No.
No.
There's Dad. Is that
Yeah,
Dad?
that was like the Land of the Future or something.
I actually remember going in there and thinking how cool it was.
The submarine.
Submarine.
Oh, that's the one I was in line for. And we were in line forever, and finally I said, I don't like this ride. I was just like,
So, you guys, we didn't go to Disneyland very much. So, like,
oh, like,
was this like the only time? 'Cause-
besides when we moved to California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So this was a big deal.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
big
big,
deal.
big trip.
This was, Dad was going to a union meeting somewhere down in Southern California, so he decided to take us all to Disneyland. There's,
There's
Mom,
me.
There's the
Cynthia,
fan.
Denise
And
is
there's
in
you.
the black. Yep, I'm there. Yeah, Mom does not holding Claudine, and
No.
she does not look like.
She doesn't look pregnant. I'm looking down from heaven.
Yeah, there's Uncle Harold. There's me. Oh, there's me, Denise, Cynthia, Jim. It's a funny little flower.
Why is everyone looking off to the side?
Aunt Mary.
They come down and they're looking over there.
That's Teresa, I guess.
We need it quiet. Thank you.
Look at those hairstyles. Wow. Uncle Harold. Bottle brush trees. Dad loved those. He was fascinated by them.
And he ended up having one in his yard for a long time.
Queen Throat House. Jim. This must be the Mexican or something. I don't know. Some kind
It looks like it.
Denise.
Denise, you look
Cynthia and Mom.
like Alice in Wonderland or something.
Yeah.
No, funny you should say that. Because when we went to Disneyland, people kept stopping her and asking her if she was Alice in Wonderland.
Really?
It really ticked me off. And I was like only 5.
You were jealous.
I was jealous, and they would ask for her autograph and everything. Oh
I should have really played it up. But sure. I'll sign Alice in Wonderland.
See, I must have been 4 there because I was 5.5 when you were born, so
Mhm.
Mom would have showed some pregnancy if I was 5. So
First time at the ocean.
cute little dresses that we used.
Mhm.
Look how tiny Mother was.
I know.
Just itty bitty person. And
There
here we
we
were,
are.
sick on the side.
We had the measles, and we couldn't get in the pool, and everyone else could. Oh, talk about another tick me off thing. So I'm like, maybe I
What
was
a
ticked off
vacation.
because I was sick.
And you were okay to be that close to everybody?
Well, isn't that? Yeah, you think that's weird.
Yeah.
We gotta stick our feet in the pool.
And our hands obviously were splashing people. So we were
had
spreading
plenty of
germs anyway.
Cynthia
They
and
probably
Jim.
all broke out with measles after we left.
But this had to have been their, was this the neighborhood pool or their
No,
house?
that was their house, I think. Wasn't it?
Harold's
Look
house?
at all the people that I don't recognize.
It's a pretty big pool, that's true. I remember thinking how
Hollywood.
rich he is.
Who was?
Yeah, of all the things he had in his house.
Cynthia, Jim,
We were at the train
Bus.
station.
was it?
Wow, that's a quick move. Temple, right?
Looks like a temple. There's, no, it must not have been, maybe it was the LA Temple. This looks like Man's Chinese Theater or whatever that is, where they,
Oh, where they have the names in the cement.
cute little Nora.
Yeah.
So cute. How come you never look at the camera? All we see is everyone's backs. I don't see any faces.
We had matching outfits. Mom made us.
All the, yeah, if you think of the things Mom did, she made all these clothes for us.
Is that Dorothy?
No, I don't know who that is. Maybe it's just a stranger. Maybe it's Betty Gable.
There you go.
I doubt it.
Denise. This is where all the movie stars had their footprints and their handprints.
Pictures of that was when you kind of. Well, I guess some people still kind of worship movie stars.
But a lot of people do.
They do it a little differently now. They tweet about them and
They have
all
Facebook.
different things, yeah.
We must have gone to a concert or something. I don't remember this.
I don't either.
Is it a stadium? What is it?
Baseball game or? No, that wasn't a baseball game. I don't
Look
know.
at all those old cars. Look at that.
Well, if you had those.
Or should I say finely aged cars?
Palladium. Lawrence Welk presents. We went to Lawrence Welk. Maybe that's why.
That's what we don't remember. Maybe
I
they
thought
left
you
us
had
home.
maybe
measles.
they
What's
did.
with that?
Maybe Harold and Mary took Mom and Dad or something.
We probably had to stay in the hotel
Yeah.
because we were the sick ones.
Do you remember climbing up the stairs with those on and we ripped out the crotch on our homemade pants?
I don't remember that.
I do.
Oh.
Oh, that's a fun memory.
But we stayed in the hotel there and you left your favorite shirt or your sweater or
I
something.
do remember something about that.
And Mom and Dad, we went back to get it and they said, no, we didn't have anything there. And they thought that maids probably took it. Because you're Cynthia.
Kind of reminds me of Jen. Every time Jennifer, your daughter Denise, sees the camera, well, she used to be this way, she
yeah.
turned away from the camera. Every time Cynthia sees Dad taking her picture there, she turns away.
But she doesn't do the, oh. There's Denise, me,
Oh, look at that cute
little
face.
feeding the birds.
I remember being fascinated by all those pigeons everywhere.
Oh, we must have been at SeaWorld or something.
Obviously, look at all that.
Boy, that must have cost them a ton of money.
To go to all these places.
Yeah.
So did Harold pay for all of that?
I doubt it. You know, our family went on vacation every couple of years somewhere big.
Well, not this big though. To go to Disneyland is huge. I don't remember, the only vacations I remember going to the, where they had the 4 faces on the mountain, South Dakota. I remember doing that, and there was one in Michigan when I was a baby. I don't remember that, obviously, but I don't remember others.
We went to the Black Hills.
Yeah, that's where the
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Rushmores. Didn't we go to the Grand Canyon?
No,
No.
at least not when I was alive.
I know that once Cynthia got into BYU, every vacation
That's what
It was
every
going to Utah.
Yeah.
That's all I ever remembered, was going to see Cynthia.
Every single year we went.
And then we go
Yeah.
to either Education Week or
Yeah.
stop and stay with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd stop and see Lorraine.
Yeah, I remember stopping to see Lorraine. Oh, I remember playing with Donald. Do you remember playing with Donald?
And the,
Oh
the
my
emotion.
goodness! Oh my goodness! So Donald and I were friends, okay? And there's this little neighborhood girl who wanted to play with us, and Donald didn't like her very much, and so he would kind of pick on her a little bit, and so he told me she was really scared of stuff, so we made this scary stuffed person and hung it in a tree, and so when she came by, we dropped it on a rope in front of her and yelled and screamed, and she ran away, and she went and told, and we got in big time trouble. We really got in trouble.
That's where Claudine learned how to climb down the steps, because one time you fell all the way down them. You were, must have been like 18 months or something.
Just kind of kept walking and, you know.
Yeah. Finally taught you how to.
So we didn't have any steps in North Platte.
This must have been fascinating for. Of course, we didn't live by the sea.
Yeah.
Right.
I do
Water.
remember having a very vivid nightmare, recurring nightmare about a swordfish, and I just saw one of those swim by. So perhaps that's where I got it from. The swordfish came and tried to saw our house
Oh, wow.
open so it could get into us. Yeah.
Well, how old were you? Like 4 or 5?
Well, in this,
In this?
yeah.
Yeah, that
so-
would. That.
Parade. Don't know if we knew that clown. Oh, is this when I was in the parade? Oh, yeah, it is. I was on that float. That's Vernon Combs driving the tractor. Jim's the Indian in the bushes. And I'm the little girl in the red dress right there in the back. I was the mama holding a baby in a rocking chair. And the Indians come out and scare them. Those Nebraska days.
Here comes the Indians.
There's you, probably. Mom and you and Jim.
I was the only blondie in the family.
The Mormon Pioneers, Salt Lake City. I don't know who that guy was, but that's Sister Combs, the taller lady. Probably the Combs boys.
Mm-hmm.
And me with the little baby doll. Probably looked a lot like what it really looked like. And there's Sister Combs. And, oh, Sister Barnica? Yeah, that's a Combs boy.
23,
I bet you
17.
that's
our house.
Titus.
Oh. Okay.
One of his
Titus.
friends.
What were their first names?
Dick Titus, I think, is the dad. I don't remember. I bet you Jim wouldn't remember any of those names. Oh boy, names are escaping me right now. Cynthia and her pedal pushers. Jim. Dad. Somewhere important. Looks like capital of something.
This makes me sad I haven't done this for my family, because we never recorded.
Some statue. Dad, Cynthia, Jim,
Me.
you.
So you were there somewhere.
Oh, I'm
there I
there.
am, and there you are.
Yeah. Honor to pioneers who broke sods that men might live.
Maybe it says Wyoming, maybe.
Salvation of the state is watchfulness in the citizen. That's true. Same thing, there's Denise waving. Oh,
There's the
North
North
Platte
Platte Chapel.
Dad and Jim coming out.
Probably from a priesthood meeting.
Yep.
There's Jim.
Gary and Dad's briefcase. That's a briefcase I put the ice cream bar in to hide it from Denice.
Oh, it melted everything, all of his
Yeah.
important papers.
Yeah, there's Denise and Nora. I remember that chapel. Wow. Jim, must be first day of school. Denise, first day of school. Look at how we carried our books.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody had backpacks or book bags or...
And we were walking to school.
Just pretending now. You start, Denise.
Here
Oh,
comes
that's
Nora.
kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that match.
those. Yeah, those
Oh, I
are-
wanted that so bad. There's my pink cat eye glasses. Oh, did
Kinda
not
cute
like
you were.
those things. Oh, I'm picking my nose? Ow!
At least you didn't eat it.
The crabapple tree in the back.
In the front. The
Well,
crabapple
yeah,
tree's in the front.
in the back of me.
Oh, okay.
Get their
Jim holding Claudine.
That's me.
Hey, there you go.
I need a picture of that, Brad. I have no pictures of me as a
Baby
baby.
little bald thing. I remember how bald you were for the longest time.
For a long time, you had
There's
no
me
hair.
with cat eyes. You remember that heater?
That's true.
No,
In
I
the
don't
back?
remember that either, but
Yes, you do.
I do.
Yes, you do. The one
Oh,
that was.
see, I need a picture of that.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
That's cute.
And
So what can you do? The boss says,
Who's
I
that?
need you to do, and you say,
Aunt Pearl?
how high?
I think it's Aunt Pearl.
And you stepping on Aunt Pearl's
I
toes?
did stuff on Aunt Pearl's toes. For some
and
reason
me
I
and
was
two
very,
bottles of pop.
very
Walk
just liked Aunt Pearl, and I remember those.
I remember that thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Her with the little pom poms on the
Yeah, that's right.
front. They were so cute. And that wash tub.
The wash
That
tub.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what we cooked popcorn.
Yes.
Oh.
Served popcorn in every
And
Sunday
bathe the
night.
baby.
Yep.
Multi-use.
Those many uses. Uncle Fred.
That's why you smelled so good.
Smelled
That's
like
why I
butter
like
and salt.
popcorn.
That's right.
You should never have to dig over.
Oh, look at that big fat tummy. Big belly.
You're a pretty little bear.
I remember that was my favorite.
Yeah, the little red one with the little pom.
Oh, there I am with my daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, another snapshot
That's a
moment.
cute picture.
Oh, that one's cute too. Okay, Brad, you have an assignment.
You looked like Sean there a little bit for me.
Yeah. And Sean and Adam look more like me than Carrie.
Indian by Hindu?
That
I mean, Indian.
thing Mom painted on the wall too. Cute.
Indian. Okay, I got you.
You were so doted on.
We
all.
There's
There's
a-
that bus you were just talking
Yeah,
about.
that's when Cynthia ran into the ditch.
Backed it right into it.
Run
Ran
with the
into-
camera.
Let's show our mistakes to
Hey,
them.
this is a birthday party or something of mine. I remember this very much. I probably, if I put it on pause, I probably could tell you who those people were.
Really? Oh my goodness.
That's a good memory.
I think, anyway, one of those, I think it's Bonnie Rose, but
Bound to be.
Bonnie Rose was my best friend.
Yeah. Bonnie Rose used to preach the gospel to her all the
Oh
time.
yeah, all the time, and her
Yeah.
mother would call.
Oh,
You tell Bonnie that's not the truth.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
do you know that you aren't going to be with your parents in heaven?
If you don't get married in heaven.
That's right. She'd go home crying. I
Okay,
can't do this.
who are these people?
That's Bonnie Rose, that one, and right there. But Judy Harms, oh, what was her name? Griffith, I think is her last name.
Is that me where
Yeah.
you can't see me?
Yeah. Boy, that
Aw.
looks like Sean.
That does look
Yeah.
like Sean.
Jim. Back in the family room with the
Yeah.
panel siding.
Didn't we have a heater back there?
Oh. Yes, that was the heater I told you
Oh,
remembered.
okay.
Remember the one that was a gas pilot thing that you had to light
Oh,
it?
yes, it was over back by the
By
door
where
that
the
went
piano
out.
was.
Yeah, okay.
There's Cynthia.
I was talking to Rich the other day, and I was explaining the heating situation in that house. I said, we must have had a heater of some kind
That
back
was,
there.
that was the only heat back there.
Yeah, it was cold.
Oh, this is your wedding.
Oh, but you're good memory there.
Mom and Jim and Deb. Debbie's grandma
Oh,
and Aunt Nettie,
That's Billy
and
Casper.
that's I can't remember her name. Jim and Debbie coming out.
maybe it's their wedding.
It was.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
that's
It
good.
was there.
This doesn't look very familiar. My mind is gone.
They did the famous nose to nose look all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's Debbie's uncle Stephen Graham.
He never got married, right?
No, he did eventually.
Oh, okay.
That's the Caspers. Both of them
Yeah.
are dead now. Norma and Doug Casper. Mom and Dad, our mom and dad, Dean and Bernice.
There we are, a family photo.
Nettie and I cannot remember the girl's name with
Is
long
that-
red hair.
That's you?
Me and you in the back, Claudine, and that's Sandra Casper. I don't know who that other girl is. And Bruce was in there too. There's me,
There's you, me,
Mom,
Mom,
Jim,
I don't know who's behind it. Brother Casper, I think, was it?
He was a shy guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's Debbie's mom and her mom and two sisters. Eva, that was the long redhead girl lady's name. Sandra and Claudine and Eva and Norma Casper. Steve Graham in the back. Claudine and Sandra. Claudine's funny. Bruce Casper.
There you
I
are.
remember making that dress.
There I am. There's
Mom made that
her
dress.
hair looks so different there.
I think it's a wig. Wigs were
That does
really.
not look right on her. It just doesn't look like her. It'd be fun.
That's. Must
Haystack
have been Jim
at
and Debbie's
Graham's
wedding.
house.
Yeah.
Graham's.
It's Mark and Kurt Casper at the top. Mark's coming down. Kurt's next. You and me, and that's you coming down now. Oh, and Claudine's up there. Oh, good shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lot smaller there than I am now, so it's a good thing.
Sitting on a haystack.
I remember being very impressed with those huge haystacks.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on McConnell's farm a lot, but
This was.
different.
That's Claudine. Kurt stayed up to be the last, be the gentleman. Here comes Kurt, just quick. This is us with stuff. We made the trek together, our two families from Nebraska, from Omaha to Idaho, where
Is
they
that
got
Claudine?
married. That's Becky
Oh, that's Becky.
and Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Silly little bonnet they put. We probably put it on
We
him.
probably did.
Poor Dan.
He'd do anything we said.
That's me. And Becky, I guess. Becky and Dan. In their front yard in
First
Orem.
grand.
That's our old station wagon.
Black
the
Beauty?
Black Beauty, yeah. Dan and Becky. That's an ugly killer shirt. Sorry to say that, but that's our Omaha house.
There's
Claudine and me
Claudine.
coming out. 7634 Western Avenue. Black Beauty. Car I
We had
learned to
that car
drive
for a
in.
long time.
The car I took my driver's license test in
Mhm.
California. Automatic. Not an automatic.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh. Out there. Look
Wow. That's
Wow.
really advanced.
He aged really quickly. Well, congratulations.
Next will be my funeral.
I hope not.
Idaho Falls.
I have worked.
Well, that really faded out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Claudine.
And look how I walk with my shoulders down.
I do the same thing.
With the teenager walk.
That's Galen Myers
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
and Kara. Kara was the little girl.
For a senior, and he won't agree with some
And
of that.
Pam.
When you sit and talk to him,
Stephen.
Oh, Pam Stevens.
yeah, that's probably right.
She was your big friend.
Yeah.
Probably right.
Well, actually, she was very small.
Well, yeah. She was your big little friend.
Bishop Myers, sister Donna
And
Myers.
it was
The Caspers.
It was years that all you had to do.
That's funny that they came to your wedding.
We stayed in
Their place or
place.
something.
Oh. I
Graham's
think we did.
place.
Yeah.
Because Mom and Dad couldn't afford a motel, and we stayed there at Graham's.
Sister Baldry.
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, I
And that's
love
Marilyn
it.
Critchfield back there.
I love
Is
it.
it really?
Oh.
See, I don't know them that. Like, I don't know.
And it was just a
The,
regular
those,
bed.
you don't remember.
I don't know them that well.
That's from Omaha days.
All the
That's
switches,
Joe
all
and
the
Ann,
buttons in the
right,
room,
isn't it?
Yeah.
all of them.
Dad,
The top would be switched and the bottom would be
Nora,
hot. And,
Myers.
and if you had a place where somebody's
I
been.
think that was
I'd put
Richard's
four
brother.
places there, put 4 places right there by the desk.
Yeah.
So they'd have 4 places to plug their stuff in.
Marilyn and Faye were Mom's partner.
Oh, I remember
Cora
Marilyn,
seasons.
yeah.
So that you could put a lamp anywhere you wanted.
That's big, whoop you.
That's what you can. So you could put a. You
Look,
could
we're
put
a lot smaller there than we
Right.
are now.
But,
Two of us.
Well,
but if you
Have a
put
good
the
life.
day, they want lights in the ceiling.
Mr. Myers.
Right, sure. No, I understand, I agree with you. But you stop and think about that for a minute. And if you.
Look at all my hair.
Yeah, you got
You
hair.
got lots of hair, man.
Our whole family has hair. Whew. You're
We all
so
have
cute.
hair. Yeah, we all have a lot.
It's actually really quite a blessing.
That's true.
A lot of people have no hair.
You see those little ladies that have the see-through hair? You can see through their skull. Yeah,
You have a lady at work that's that way, and she has a wig
Right,
now.
you could
Oh.
even come straight.
that must be
You
Grandma and
could
Grandpa.
even come straight above your switch plug. In that same line, straight above.
Look how tall I am. I can see where I always stood with my shoulders hunched
Uh-huh.
down.
I remember Dad always coming up.
Yeah.
Putting your shoulders back. Put your shoulders back.
And you know, I mean, lamps,
I had a lot of people there. But that was the day of the. Was that the day of the
So first-
dam break?
right.
First day it was opened after the dam broke.
Oh.
So the-
Today,
No one came to our wedding reception. They were all cleaning up.
Oh.
So we had like 15 people show up to wedding reception.
That's Richard's Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah,
not everybody knows
too
how
bad
to
he couldn't see
program
that.
clock.
Probably good thing he's not in here.
Yeah.
The paper
And
That's
Susie.
Susie.
That's Susie, yeah.
type device isn't sensibly
Jeff.
logical.
There's Jeff.
Mhm.
Like
He died in
Mary's
like
brother.
a year and a
Not,
half later.
yeah,
Did
not
he
very much
comprehend
longer.
that diagram?
Lisa Rich changed into her go-away dress.
No. He screwed up something.
Your Mustang. You feel like such grown-ups when you walk out. You're married
You
now.
do.
I know.
You look
You're
back on it
like,
and you're like,
really?
I was just a baby. Look at that. You know?
Dream car.
I remember the hat.
Yeah. That is the dress that gave me hives. I had to go home for during the reception. I kept itching my abdomen. I kept just. So I went into the bathroom and looked. A huge hive the size of a dinner plate. Mom, clapping.
There's me hiding
Hey. This is
Come
when
walk
Rich lived with us. 'cause
in the
he comes
backyard.
out,
Oh,
Come look at the beautiful roses. I remember you and me thinking, this is stupid.
let's do it again. You didn't do it right the first time.
Take two. I'm so embarrassed. Like, oh, okay, where am I supposed to go? Let's walk around the
It
patio.
wasn't that big of a backyard either.
But it did have a walkway around all the backyard.
Which was sort of cool.
It was cool. As I fall down the steps.
Looks like Trent to me. Remember those benches Mom made?
Uh-huh.
Those are from North Platte, aren't they? Yeah.
Who's taking the picture? Oh, you.
That's me. No.
That
Okay,
was
walk towards me.
You didn't have time to sit down, buddy. You were slow.
The artichokes. Remember the artichokes?
Oh, I remember the artichokes. And there I went. Walked towards me.
Oh my goodness. There I am.
Oh, there you are.
This is where Rich comes out.
Bananas.
It's not good to play.
Denise and
Hey,
me.
that's a duck!
And got Rich in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rich is going, what family did I marry into?
You killed me.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
that sounds like a duck in your house.
Ah.
Anything with water, we run.
That's why we don't water ski.
Oh, you have the hose. We'll go
Yeah,
under
you
it
have
on.
the hose. That's not fair.
Oh, hiding behind a slapping.
There's a little protection.
Yeah, you'll have fun with that. And you remember,
Black Beauty.
Grandma Jackie, every time you
Damn.
Love our dresses. I remember those dresses. I love my like
hair. It's just
frilly dresses.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, we saw that.
Pam.
So you see how small she is compared to me?
Big small friends.
I don't know. Mom said you'd look a lot smaller if you had taller friends.
Hey, buddy, thanks for calling.
That was the mother we grew up with. You could never do a Halloween costume that made you ugly. It had to be beautiful.
Everything was all about how good you looked.
Well, we did need the help. At least I did.
I think she'd be so
Oh, look, Dad's
disappointed
walking
if
towards
she
her
saw
now.
me
That's Becky.
And Pam,
And Dan.
me,
And Debbie.
Give those two girls big hugs.
You know the bell
I have a
bottoms are
bandana on my
coming
head.
back in.
And that was very popular.
Yeah,
Yes, it
people wear
was.
bandanas a lot.
Oh, quack, 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 quack.
It's like Kate gives me a hard time because she was always in stripes when she was a little kid, or you know, mid-teenager, middle school. And now the stripes are in, and everything you buy has got stripes on it.
Yep.
She refuses to buy anything with stripes because she won't wear them. So that's all there was in the store. So we got just stripes.
BYU football.
Very cute.
Dan looks pained.
Yeah, always.
Watch as he comes around. Aw, that's Michael.
Oh, is that Michael?
Yeah.
I always thought Michael was so cute. Such a cute baby.
So much like Rochelle. Cynthia does. I should say Rochelle looks like Cynthia. Dad was a good grandpa.
Aw.
They're rich, putting on burgers. I think it was the house you were
This-
babysitting at.
Probably.
Was it? Or is this the Thornwood house?
Oh, it does kind of look like the Thorn. No.
Not
No.
really.
No.
No, it's-
Well, no.
Oh, that's Dan?
We wouldn't be having a big
Yeah,
family
Dan.
party at the
No.
house we rented.
No, you
Oh, that's
wouldn't.
true.
We're
I
babysitting.
doubt that fence. That just doesn't look familiar.
That's Thornwood. Isn't
No,
it?
No.
No, it wouldn't be Thornwood. It'd be Queens, but this can't be Queens Road. But
What was-
it has Cynthia, so it must be
Maybe
Utah.
you guys invited us over for a
Barbecue or something.
barbecue. See, there's me in a bandana.
Look, there's Mikey. Whose dog was that?
Maybe they're at the house. Maybe that's part of the babysitting job. Oh, no, he's cute.
You
think
look
you're
like
pregnant.
Jen there.
I look. Yeah, I do look like I must be pregnant or something there.
Michael's asleep. I just found his Lake Maloney.
And I got a child in my arms.
Imagine that. And there's a cut-up cake. We used to make cut-up cakes a lot. Elephant one.
Cut up cakes. What are you talking
It's
about?
Debbie's birthday.
Where you bake like 2 rounds and out of
Oh
those
yeah, or
rounds.
you make them into cake.
Mhm.
So this is August. It wasn't her birthday in August.
Yeah.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
There's
BYU
Dan,
lost.
he's having
Cute
fun.
Dan.
What can you do, man?
Yeah.
That close a game, they should have to redo it. Especially only 1 yard off. Man, that's disgusting.
She had COVID. Debbie.
Oh really?
Debbie's
Yeah.
family all had COVID. Last time I talked to Cynthia, that was a few 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we were able to see them during Thanksgiving.
I haven't talked to Cynthia for a while. Oh, wow,
Oh,
buddy.
wow. now, flexible.
Look at Mike. Little Mike.
Says I can do that. Yeah, that's in Utah.
Yeah.
Come on, Nancy.
Cute little.
That's Debbie.
Yep.
Cute little thing.
She's so quiet.
Very quiet.
Heck.
She's cute too.
Yep, Mom and Claudine were always hanging out at Cynthia's when she'd have a baby.
We're there for a while. I'm forcing Dan. Dan, go.
Walk towards the camera.
Grandpa wants to see you.
I think that must have been Rochelle.
It must have been, because, yeah, it must be.
Looks a lot of Krause in that face, though.
Here's Michael.
No,
No,
Michael was just
He was
doing
the one that was doing them.
Oh,
He's down there.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Annie, Becky, Debbie, Mike, Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Plaid pants were a big thing back then, too. One of the trips when you guys went, Dan got into Mom's purse and ate the suppositories.
Yes.
Oh.
We had to feed him potato chips so that he'd drink a lot of water. That's what they told us to do.
And
You
I
need
was
to make
loving
him
it.
drink water. Well, how do you make him drink water? Well, feed him salty things. Okay, so we downed him with
Chips.
potato chips.
He thought it was great.
Oh, I should do this all the time. I don't know what that thing was I ate, but that was worth it.
First you got waxy candy. Potato chips.
Like my fro.
There's I am.
Hey,
Graduating.
there you are.
This is where there I had my. That was the Marie Osmond haircut.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Queens Roadhouse.
Yep, Queens Roadhouse. Back 1977.
Now watch, he'll have you walk towards him.
Richard was living with us at the time. They were walking down with. I don't remember her name.
That was at the pavilion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard when things change.
We lived there with you guys when you were graduating.
Well, Richard, you weren't married yet.
He was living in the garage.
Well, you got married in '76.
Yeah.
So this is '77.
Yeah, so
this
we were
is-
together.
We were together. So,
Some of
but
us-
you lived in the Queens Roadhouse at the time, didn't you?
No,
No.
we didn't live there after we married, but we. Where were we at that point in time? I'm trying to think.
You did house sitting for the first several months.
Yeah, we did. And then when I got pregnant, we didn't have insurance. We moved to Salmon. And she was born in '77. When did you graduate?
'77.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you do too, right?
So I'm sure we can tell which one I am.
Can't
must
you
be-
tell? That's you right there. Can't you see it?
I didn't know anyone there. We moved to California, went middle of my junior year,
We used to have a. we had
and I
that
knew
on
so
the
few people.
That's where I was when we moved
Sherry
to
Hawes,
Omaha.
I knew her.
My senior year in Omaha. We moved to Omaha.
because they
Yeah.
really didn't
There you are. I can see you there
And that's Sherry
Big
Hawes
Hispanic guy.
to the
in front of
side.
you.
Yeah.
He thought he was the boss over everything.
She's the one I knew. I knew Becky
He was in
Deneau.
charge. He was Mr.
That was really my only
Minority.
friend.
Mhm.
And he did. I mean, he wasn't.
Me.
He wasn't.
Not wearing my glasses.
It wasn't he
Uncle
didn't
Gary.
stand on smoking cigarettes.
This is where he kissed me on
No.
the lips. It's like, whoa!
You're like, wow, Uncle. No.
Claudine and
Norma?
They came.
oh,
I
bet
think
you
it's
didn't
can't
know.
tell.
Jim and Deb lived in a trailer for a while.
Yep, there she
Yeah,
is,
that's
Norma.
Norma. She is cute.
The big old eyes.
I said, hey, dude, what's going on? He said, what are you here for? I didn't
Smart as a whip.
She looks a lot like Jim.
I
After seeing these baby pictures of Jim, look at her. She looks like Jim.
I'm running the job.
There's Jim.
Yeah.
You show your mom. I said, well, I don't want to.
Was that right before or after he was went to the FBI Academy.
Before.
Okay.
I mean, that's not where they're supposed to go. They need to change.
Uh-huh.
No, they're supposed to go there. Dude. Yes, he can. Yeah, no, you probably could beat me at the end of distance. But, I have a phone, you have a phone.
Becky.
Call them
And there's
up. I don't
Becky.
want to make this a spectacle where anybody gets
Must
Probably
have been a
in-
Utah trip.
It's your good name.
No, I think they lived in California. Well,
No,
maybe not.
This is Orem.
That's
They never
Orem?
moved to California until Marie was a baby.
Oh, okay.
And he went to the phone.
Or maybe it was Sarah was a baby. No, they did when Marie was a baby. Didn't they move?
But it just drove
That's
up.
Utah House.
Yeah,
That
that
looks
is.
like a Utah house.
I give you this.
Dan.
I can't. No, walk on.
Dan.
Little Dan.
What's-
And
what's
Debbie.
the deal? He says he just told us he wouldn't work for us.
Oh, look at her. Oh, hi.
I said,
Michael.
I know.
Michael's voice looks so much like him.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen pictures of
Is
them?
he white? He says, yeah. I said, is it Bill White?
Steve.
Yeah, but there's a difference. And I says, no, there's no difference.
Love
I
him.
didn't. He says, I know you did.
We loved those kids. We just had
He
fun.
says, I hired you, Rich. I hired you for that job you're on today. That's
It's
why-
like how Adam goes to
Mhm.
That's what I hired.
Trent and Brandy's all the time.
Mhm.
I was always at Cynthia's house.
Mhm.
Cause there was,
She's
yeah, there was
pregnant.
a lot of cool stuff.
She was always pregnant for about 10 years there.
Cool stuff. I never got
Poor
to do
girl.
anything like that, ever.
I couldn't have done it.
Ever. So, it was fun.
They had some hard years. Gary was a good guy.
She was. And is.
Yeah,
They probably have to color code. No, that's too soon.
That
that's
could
too
be.
soon for
Oh, that's
that.
at Pat's house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they did a
No,
lot.
I think it was color classes. Didn't they do color classes?
They
Yes,
used
with
to-
Amway and stuff.
Yeah, with Amway they used to
With
do
Pat.
stuff with
Yeah.
Pat.
I'd introduced him to a lot of people with Amway and did the color classes.
Pat and Mom. Well, Mom said, this is when I think Mom and Dad went to Mexico with Aunt Pat and Gary on the Amway
Oh, I
trip.
think you're right. Because it was just them.
Yeah. Or was that couples retreat thing that they went on?
Oh, something they invited them to, that's true.
With Pat and Gary?
Yeah.
Might have been.
There's Gary. I just think he's up in heaven now with Mom and Dad.
Probably waiting anxiously for Pat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the iguana? Is that what they're holding?
Yeah.
Those
Guess
are-
what our
Those
grand-
are disgusting.
Guess what Luke has asked for Christmas is a
An
bearded,
iguana?
a bearded dragon.
Oh, fun.
It's a big deal there. They sell them out of the stores. You can't keep them in
Ugh.
stores.
I'd be saying, no, that's all right.
Mom went to go give those little kids a piece of gum or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Must have been very eye-opening for Mom and Dad because they didn't travel.
Uh-uh. It's humbling when you travel abroad and you see things like that. You're like, wow, I have a lot.
Yep. There's Pat. So that had to have been the 80s or
Uh-huh.
late 70s maybe?
I think it was,
Because I graduated in 77. I think it was after I graduated that they did that.
Her hair's starting to go gray there.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Hey, looks like me.
She's got that Kentner hair too.
Yes, she does. It's hanging down on your face. Mexico. Pat and Gary were good for Mom and Dad. and Mom and Dad turned around and helped them years later. Scott and I have been talking about it lately too, but we just have such a fantastic family.
Mm-hmm.
We take care of each other, we like each other. You don't see that very often.
No.
No, you don't.
Dad's legs, that's why she's...
Dad's legs.
What a hairy legs. Pat and Gary. See all the hair Pat has? He has a lot of hair. Oh,
Makes-
that's the hair pieces that they were.
Oh,
Mom had a hair piece.
makes you think, Pat didn't know that Gary'd be passing away soon in life, We don't know what's going to happen in our lives.
So
You just never know.
we really need to live each day to the fullest and not be sad.
Yeah.
That's the Yates lady. Yep, gotta take it a day at a time and enjoy it.
Because at any moment, something drastically could change.
Mm-hmm.
That's Mom out there, Liz.
Mm-hmm. She didn't like doing that either. We had parents that did not like water. They didn't like getting in the water like that.
They didn't like going outdoors, they didn't like traveling, they're very much homebodies.
Yeah. Dad liked to garden, Mom did not. They stayed inside most of the time.
It's like,
Sounds
who's
a lot
that
like my
talking to?
life right now.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
none of us were the go out and do things kind of people, really.
Well, it's because they weren't.
Yeah, but I think we sort of got it genetically. Yeah, no, I'll just stay home and watch a movie, thanks. Mom? Well, Mom said she and Pat were good friends when Pat wasn't married yet and Mom was a young mom, you know. She'd come and stay with them sometimes in the summer because she was the cool aunt that was, only 15 or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I think Pat got farmed out a lot during the summers to stay with her brothers and sisters.
At least she didn't have to work night and day to...
Well, she did have a job when she got a little older. Because they had to put themselves through college if they went.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and her shawls. Showed. Of course, those shawls were sort of in fashion back then. The granny dresses.
Mm-hmm. That was like, she was like our age, like my age, like, you're thinking, wow, okay.
You know that song list that Jim sent out?
Mm-hmm.
I sat this morning and watched him with Rich on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The one about Go Back to Mama. What is that? Go Back to Mama.
I called Mama.
Yeah. Made me cry this morning. I'm sitting there thinking,
I haven't listened to him.
I wish I could see Mom and Dad. And here we are seeing Mom and Dad.
I've been thinking a lot about them lately.
I have too.
I think they're trying to support us from the other side. All these things that are happening in the world.
Don't give up. I'm glad they got to see this stuff. These ruins and things. Well, that's a lot of them, wherever they are at. Oh, I can't even imagine Mom doing that.
Oh, she's only like 4 steps up.
I have never been on a cruise or ever been out of the country.
Well, we're going to change that one of these days.
That could be fun to
Just
go.
as I wanted to go on cruises, COVID came along,
Yeah,
ruined it all for me.
sort of did ruin the whole.
Yeah.
The cruise industry is gonna tank if something
I know.
doesn't happen soon.
I think they are going on cruises now. But they just don't have as many people.
Coming back down from very high up.
Is that Dad?
Looks like it.
He's leaning very
That's
much.
what he looked like when we lived in the Netherlands, and he was coming down the stairs. You'd have to come sideways down because
Yeah.
the steps were only about that
Yeah.
wide.
Oh, I can't even. That is something for
Mom was up there,
Like, okay, I'm up here. Give me
but
down.
she's way over there.
Maybe she come at the box sideways, the elevator or something.
Still looks like a very depressed area. Didn't they go to Acapulco?
That's what I thought.
Acapulco is known as a bad place to be now. Run down and